To hear an Ownwell sounder?
Property tax.
This is the crazy one.
I don't want to deal with that.
Property tax.
This is confusing.
Property tax.
Somebody
Ownwell.
help me.
Property tax.
Is anybody out there?
Okay, that actually rips.
Ownwell.com/thedumbzone. Go there, set yourself up. Ownwell will have your back to reduce that property tax bill. Property tax.
You don't want to deal with that. Ownwell will. Your property tax bills are due the end of this month. But Ownwell, actually, you should think of it as kind of a year-round thing because it saves Blake money on some of his utilities and cable bills, save me, save Dan money on our property tax bills. It'll do so again this year, and I will do the same amount of effort, basically zero. I'll pay the same amount of money, just a percentage of what Ownwell saves me. So if financial savings are a part of your New Year's resolutions, if they're in, then go to ownwell.com/thedumbzone and get some help with them property taxes. This is free money. This is how they're going to build the Browns Stadium, basically, I think, is just all this free money in property taxes that Ownwell can hook you up with.
That's the one you like, right? Hello, friends. Happy Thursday. This is the Dumb Zone. I'm Dan McDowell.
I'm Jake Kemp.
I'm Blake Jones.
We have Clayton Kimbrough here, Foodie CK, who is here is the Game Day Men's Health Studio. See the sign right there? If you're ingesting us in a visual medium. If you're not, just rest assured, we have a 15-foot by 30-foot sign here in the studio. That's how big it is. Our studio is enormous. It's the Game Day Men's Health Studio. It wasn't that big when it started.
No.
But it's been getting that TRT.
It helped it bulk up. It's been in a better mood, too.
Yeah.
Hey, let me try something. Fuck this. It does work.
Jake's cough switch came in. I've never seen him this happy.
Just so he's
That's cool.
Such a I need to have everything revolve around me. He's the only guy that gets a cough button. It's crazy how we just cater to this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
in the rider.
You want 30 days off? All right.
It's in the contract.
Yeah, Game Day Men's Health Studios. Whataburger just brought us a bunch of food.
They did.
For some reason. I think the reason was to help promote.
Yeah, they have a couple of LTOs.
Limited time offering.
The Monterey Melt is a big one. I just devoured one of those.
Dang.
I saw Clayton eating right when I walked in. What were you having?
Top-notch burger right there.
Were you eating the big ranch wrap?
No, that's going to be for like a little later in the show.
Yeah, it's a snack, a little pick-me-up.
I housed 2 fajita chicken tacos.
That's it?
Okay.
I got to start slow, build up.
Yeah, they got the LTOs. They also have the Wada deals now, where you can go get yourself just a little $3, $4, $5 snack.
Well, that's nice.
That's
You
good
know, in
stuff.
this time,
Yeah.
people are thinking about they're spending more than ever.
Dude, that is such a wife is making salmon tonight. Just swing by, get you some nuggets, get you a little burger.
No, when Travis was here and he was describing it to me, all I thought to myself was 75% of these are going to end up in the bags will be in alley trash cans
No
hiding
doubt.
from wives from quinoa night. That's a big deal for sure. Get your water deal.
So thanks, Whataburger, for bringing in some food. And, just for being available to all of us for all these years.
Frankly,
Just,
Very true in my life. I bet I've eaten at Whataburger more than any other restaurant in my life. And I bet that's the case for like half of the state's population.
Hey, speaking of bets, on today's program, we will wrap up D's picks with Cirque Du Sirois. They will be on with us at 1 o'clock, which is like an hour and a half away. Hour and 25 minutes, if you want to check me.
Truthfully, Wobbs may figure into that segment as well.
Maybe. We also have plenty of sports. We actually finished watching Hard Knocks, and today is viewer mail day. We'll probably get to all that. But I wanted to tell you a little tale of going to the doctor yesterday for my annual trip. I do it every year.
You asked for the finger treatment?
Well, we'll get there.
Oh.
The
Good.
finger treatment, do you call it?
Yeah.
I can't wait till you turn 50. I'm going to call your doctor and tell him to start doing it earlier.
No, by the time I'm 50, they're going to have figured out something else besides a finger.
No.
Some kind of a magic.
Maybe, but if you called
Scan
my
or
doctor,
something.
he'd be like, finger? We've been at Fist for 5 years now. He's paying a premium for that.
See Bobby
Punching
Brown?
your
Who are
prostate
you?
to make sure.
Hang that, you speed bag.
So it's the annual physical. They now call it a well check, which for some
Why
reason
Hillary lost.
I feel like that's woke. I don't know why.
Yep.
But they're like, it's a well check.
Yep.
So if you are 50, you're anticipating the finger bit or whatever Blake calls it. And so you got to make sure, well, you schedule your, thank you, Sean Kernan and 360 Wealth Management for letting us have Business Wednesday. And we scheduled the doctor appointment for yesterday afternoon.
Blessings in no time at
Business
360
Wednesday.
Wealth.
And so if you're, like I said, he's going to be down there, back there, pretty intimate. As intimate as you've ever been with anybody else in your life, I hope. You're going to shower before. So I showered like at noon after our calls. You know,
That's
we had
so funny, dude.
What?
You're just like a little whore. You should prep your little body.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you know, you
put
want
a
to
little oil on.
maybe give it a little powder so it smells okay down there.
Yeah, you clean it up for him, Daddy.
If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready.
Write a little
He
note.
pre-lubes it. So
Yeah, that's what it sounds
Yeah, I'll
like.
be ready. You don't have to worry.
Kind of brings in a light dimmer.
You don't have to wear those gloves. I'm fine.
You
I'm
know
cool.
me.
How clean it is.
Anyway, so I'm showering before, flossing on the way. You know how I floss in the car.
Mm-hmm.
I just want to be well presented, and I love my doctor. He's a very logical guy. Ever since my daughter said that I was autistic, I'm now on the lookout, and I'm reading about autism, and it says like you have trouble keeping eye contact with someone you're talking to. You'll like look to the side, and I don't know if I do that. I might. But he does. And anyway, I love him because he's, it feels like he goes home and reads like medical journals.
Right.
If I ask him about something, he's like, well, you know, they, 60% of people, this and that, and you could be getting this vaccine, but they don't recommend that now until you're 65. And
That's a good feeling.
I don't know. I think he's all about this game.
I went to your same
feel like
doctor's
that's all he
office,
is.
and that guy was so highly requested, I couldn't get in to see him. That's how booked out he
Dr.
is.
Shorn.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know his son.
So then they gave me another doctor, and as I told you guys, when he walked in, he was about my age, plus you can keep the guy for a while, and I think he was Indian. So he didn't have to say a word actually about studies or journals. I was like, "You're good, my friend."
Right.
I'll
No,
sign the docs.
I would,
I'll ride this train as long as you'll let me, pal.
for sure. Okay, so you get called in. If you get an appointment in the afternoon, I think they must they know they're going to get backed up. So you're sitting there for a half hour without going in. But when they call me in, I get the cute nurse, and she's going to weigh you.
She.
Yeah, well, when I said the cute nurse, I thought you would know what I meant. So, and she's very, very talkative. And so, like, it sucks me. Like, I'm usually pretty yes, no, all that. But she kind of sucks me into conversating, and I feel like all of a sudden I'm chappy.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like 30 or so, so I'm like, this is a definite chappy situation where I'm now just chatting up this young lady who's, and then she's like, oh, you want to take off the jacket? That could add a couple of pounds. Oh, no, that wouldn't add a couple of pounds, would it? I don't know. So I get on there, and it's like 207. I take the jacket off. It's 204. I'm like, well, damn, you're right. She's like, I told you.
What else do you want me to take off?
There you go. I'm thinking it. But I'm not on the air. So we're just having a great time. And I'm thinking, like, I have totally convinced myself, like, you know, you're at Hooters and you're like, I bet she wouldn't sit down at everybody's table and talk to me.
Yeah.
So now I'm in that zone of,
She really is.
I mean,
she's enjoying it.
I've been I'm a broadcaster, a local
Conversationalist
personality.
by
Like,
trade.
this is what I do. And
Yeah.
so that's probably why she's picking up on that. And, like, she's really, like, she doesn't do this with everybody.
This is a reprieve for her from all the schlubs she has to talk to while weighing the rest of the day.
Yeah. So it's just going fantastic, and I'm feeling like $100. So, but as you know, I do attempt to set to finish the Rod Stewart challenge every day with water. And so I have already almost drank a gallon of water. I got to go to the bathroom. So I'm like, hey, do you mind if I hit the bathroom on the way? She goes, go ahead. I'll just wait in the room for you. So I go to the bathroom and immediately, she's like, just in case he needs it, let's do a urine sample. So she shows me how to do that, or tells me where. So I go to the bathroom, and as I'm getting things ready, and then I unzip and getting ready to go, I see whoever was in here before was a male and just went all over the seat and all over the floor. And there's guys that are limping in with their walkers and their whatever, so I don't know what. But now I am going to be charged with this from Cute Nurse. Because now I walked in. They haven't cleaned it. So whoever did it didn't inform someone. And so, yes, the first thing I do is, hey. I mean, it was like this when I got in there.
You told her?
Yeah.
Just clean it.
I didn't want her clean it. It was all over the floor, dude.
Well, either you're getting blamed
it was like
for
a bucket.
But
or
you
clean
told
it.
her after you had already gone?
Yes. Then
she's like, well, likely story, piss man.
But now she's envisioning life with you, and then just like you're going to say, like, well, this problem is here. I'm
It
not
is
going to
not
do
my
anything about
house.
it.
This is, yes.
She
I
needs
walk.
to be rescued. You need to do that kind of thing for
Yeah,
her.
but if he was going to do
Look,
that.
I'm going to get on my knees with a paper towel and wipe off some old guy's.
While it sounds great.
Are you saying she's not worth it?
Even if she were,
she's
once
worth
he
it.
leaves the bathroom, now he has to tell her, I cleaned a lot of piss in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not going to
Now
do
you're the
that.
hero.
If she just happened upon seeing him in there, she'd
She'd be like, why?
yeah, weirdo.
Yeah, she's waiting in there for 10 minutes for me. Anyway,
Oh, piss man.
that was a bad situation. I don't know if she believed me.
Did you weigh again after you peed?
I should have, man. Oh, that'd have been great. That's probably like 180.
Well, yeah.
So now we do the thing. You know, the appointment with the doctor. Everything's going. I never saw her again, by the way. So we do the appointment. We talk about getting a blood test. We talk about this and that. You know, what's coming up. Like I said, there were certain vaccines. You don't have to do that till this time. But he says, on your thing, I have, it says last year you had a mild hernia at this time. Let's check for a hernia. And this is old school. I haven't had this. I don't know. I don't remember this last year, but he had me drop the pants, turn my head. He's going to put his hand near my little sack there and cough.
Yep.
Do you remember that? Like, growing up, that was how many times did you guys not experience that? When I was growing up trying out for Little League football or everything,
Get in a line.
the guys are in a line, you're wearing your underwear, you're embarrassed, and yes, some old man is going to put his hand on your junk, tell you to turn your head and cough. Don't understand why, but I did that. So then, yes, arms on the table. Let's bend over. He's putting on a glove. He gets lube out. He sets a box of Kleenex in front of me. He's like, that's for cleaning up afterwards.
You bitch.
And then he goes, yeah, hold on here a second, got to get around the prostate. So, like, they kind of go in there, and then he goes in there a little more, and you're like, oh, like, that's the hard part. The going in there is like, that didn't see, and then he
turn the corner.
Then he extends it, yeah.
Oh, I didn't know about that.
Yeah. But, however, he's, then everything, I guess, is fine. It
was in there?
Whatever,
Did he do like
whatever wasn't in there. He's checking something that wasn't in there.
magnifique. Did he do any sort of like, I need a smoke?
So then, yeah. No, he did the CD Lamb celebration.
Nice. Did
It made you...
Yeah. No, I can't wait.
The glove is on
Can't
eBay.
wait.
I saw the glove on eBay last night. He does
Yeah.
take advantage of my mild small fame. So now it's like, okay, get back dressed. Then whatever, gets a prescription for this, or renewed a prescription for the high blood pressure pill or whatever. And so now I'm getting back dressed. And I'm straightening up and just making sure everything's right. And I go over to the mirror, and I
crying like Sydney Sweeney in Euphoria.
look in the mirror and just want to make sure everything's okay. And right here in my teeth, the biggest piece of salmon you could ever... Like, how?
Oh, you were flossing in the car.
How? But it's so odd.
dude.
Like, I didn't... And not even opening my mouth big.
You know how...
It was the
Yeah.
biggest... And I'm opening my... And I'm smiling. I'm
Honestly,
talking to
dude,
this girl.
while you were in the bathroom, she was sending pictures of your fish tooth to
Oh,
her group chat.
I
No,
just
no,
had
no.
a big 5-minute long, 10, whatever, with this girl. I knew I was in love, and she was probably in love too.
She was just tickled
Yes.
by your...
That
No, she
you-
was just being nice to the special needs guy.
because it must be the salmon was so soft or something, like it just worked its way around it. You know, like if it was a big piece of broccoli, it would have caught it. But somehow, it's amazing how big. And I never looked in the mirror.
Guy flosses
Of
more
all
than
this-
any other human I've ever met.
Yeah.
All the showering and all that kind of stuff, I never looked in the mirror. I shaved my neck in the shower. You know, you don't,
That's really tough, man.
and I don't smile in it. Yeah.
I feel like
But I don't have bottom cancer or whatever.
The
So
receptionist should have said something.
would I rather have a mild case of bottom cancer, but I didn't? She never saw that.
I think you're on the right side of history. I don't know if the average person does that though.
Tells you?
He doesn't. She doesn't. They don't know this person.
What about the doctor? Before he...
There's some
fingers-
relationship.
Yeah, but he does. He
Would
kind of
you
looks
tell a
away.
random
He doesn't
person?
look at me.
Yeah, that's true, too. Yeah, and he was behind
So-
you, so...
Yeah.
So to recap, we've had yogurt pants with the cleaning ladies.
Ooh,
We've
my.
had Chinese food shirt with the neighbors,
Rice on your shirt. Old...
I'm a mess.
and now salmon at the doctor.
It's all food related too, and it's all healthy food related. But at least some people will be look at me and be like, "Well, at least he's in." You know,
That's what I was thinking.
Taking
is
care of
maybe
himself.
the nurse is like, that's a
it
guy
wasn't
who's-
a Snickers bar,
right, or
hanging
like
on his-
like a piece of a rib, or something that was stuck in your teeth. No, I actually I had the finger done to me a couple times when I was a kid and in like a teen because I had wild digestive problems. I tell you guys, I used to throw up every day and all that, and I had it done on 9/11.
What?
Swear to God,
the 9/11.
the 9/11.
So
And I
you'll
was
always remember that day.
It was early in the morning, and I was at school, back at school, and it was a day that I had been fingered. Yes. So and I don't know if that's where my proclivity started or not, but I already have my doctor's going to use like one of those little dino pincher deals where you squeeze it and it opens the mouth. He's get in there and just kind of figure it out. You know, this actually does bring up an interesting topic. I got on viewer mail day. I got an email the other day when we were talking about concierge doctors, because you said you had to wait a long time because they were backed up, as it were.
Well, hold on.
That's a good thought.
You don't have to wait a long time to get all these doors put in your house, though, do you?
One day.
One day?
I knew it. One Day Doors and Closets, our good friend Josiah over there. This is, to me, a brilliant business idea. As someone who remodeled my entire house, you might not actually need to do that to give it the facelift that you're looking for, to make things a little more cozy, more sturdy. Let's do new doors at onedaytexas.com/promo30. Josiah will give you 2 doors when you buy one. Like I said, really cool idea. They come out, they measure. The doors are going to get cut right there. So you know that they're going to fit. They are custom for your home. This is not just some big box store where, by the way, you're probably going to pay a lot more. These are less expensive, and they are custom fit to your home. That's why it's like hanging a new piece of art in every room of your house, Dan. It is onedaytexas.com/promo30. Get you some doors, upgrade that house, and do it the new cool, fun way with doors. onedaytexas.com/promo30.
Oh, it's so fun.
So fun.
You open them, you close them.
I was just going to tell you guys about this email I got from Jacqueline. And she said that her and her husband are members at, I don't know, this is a pretty upper crust type thing, maybe a Clayton's mom and stepdad type thing, but they go to the Cooper Clinic. They pay $10,000 a year, and it is
the funny clinic.
The full-on, she said her husband is a software company CEO. He's crazy busy. They're not waiting at the doctor. This is $10,000 a year. You go in once, you get all of your appointments done for the year. Stress test, cardio, blood work, eyes, dermatology, OBGYN, anything you can think of. Now, and then it includes 24/7, 365 doctor access, no wait time if you need to go in for anything ever. I had a dermatology issue I needed checked out. I was able to get in same day. Beautiful facilities, annual fee, includes membership to their amazing gym. She says that, the fees recently went up, and they backed out of it, but yeah, they get it all done there. Pediatrician they have will let you do $6,000 a year for 24/7 access to the doctor. Yeah, she said, given how atrocious our healthcare system is and continues to get, and the growing wealth divide, it makes sense that the services like these will continue to pop up. I told you that this is what my father-in-law goes to a doctor in rural Louisiana. I mean, it's not rural, but it ain't a big city. And it's very haves and have-nots, and they don't wait. They go to a doctor that they don't wait, where they took my son when he was bugging.
So
I'm not saying you've
Mark
got
Cuban,
that
what
kind
does
of money.
he get?
That.
Or does he get they come to his house?
Maybe, but you're not going to get all the tests done at your house. At some point, like, you know what I mean? You're not going to have like a full.
Yeah.
So you're going to and I would almost bet Cuban goes to the Cooper Clinic. I've heard of this before. Obviously, you hear of the term. Luca's over at the Cooper Clinic. But it's for civilians, too.
You just have to have $10,000 a year.
But you know what I wonder, though, is like, and most people don't have this option, but like if you get your insurance through your work, if you weren't paying for that, you're definitely paying $10,000 a year. You know what I mean? So like over the course of the year, would it shake out? I don't know how all that works. I don't know if it's how, most people can't just opt out of insurance. We can.
Let's ask our business guy.
I mean, I think this is something that a lot of self-employed people do.
Although I guess, my wife's insurance covers me now. And so you're saying she's paying $10,000 for that to cover us or more.
Or more. My wife lets me hear about that.
But that's for the whole.
So, yeah, I'm glad you're well, my man.
Yes, for now.
You want to talk some sports?
I do want to talk some sports.
From the wonderful world of sports.
Let's give a quick hit to Lone Star Beer, LoneStarBeer.com.
Oh, yeah, I like that.
The promo code is dumbzone.
No, it's not.
Oh, really?
Nope, it's dumbzone 21.
Damn it. Well, I was partly right. I see testing you.
Hey, listen, we've got a decision that we've made. We're going to do the AFC Championship game for a game stream. It's Sunday after this one at 2, and there will be Lone Star Beer a-flowing.
That's right. Many people have emailed us wanting to be a part of that, a part of it, not a part of it, because you're now a part of it, but you could be a part. So I'll return all the emails and stuff, and we'll be able to say yes to a few people, and then maybe be able to add some more to the Super Bowl. But also, I think we did this last year in the playoffs, And I'll try to keep those emails and follow up next year to if you expressed a desire to be part of the broadcast at one point, or at least come to the den, watch a show, or watch a game with us, I should say. I'll get back to you. You'll probably get in next year if you don't get in this year. So,
provided we're all still here.
What does that mean?
I don't know. This is like the Doomer AI year. I try to block all that out, man. The
Doomer AI year.
We talked about it a little bit with TC. It's
I don't know
stuck
this
in, yeah. Like the whole, this is the year where all the work is gone. Like by the end of this year.
I don't know what that means.
What work?
Most of it.
Like AI is going to replace everybody.
Well, no, and I'm not as doomer as others like TC and his cohort. But I definitely, when we talked about it, got some emails from listeners, particularly lawyers. This is why I was asking Aaron Kelly of Aaron Kelly Legal about it the other day. They're not feeling great. And it's a massive industry. That's why I was bringing it up the other day of like, it ain't the auto workers, it's the lawyers. And if they have to be bailed out by the federal government in some way, it's going to be a very interesting political situation, social situation as well. But I don't want to get bogged down in all that. I thought it was a throwaway line.
Oh, okay. I guess yeah.
TC was on the show and talked about it with us at length.
Were you here?
No.
If he was here, I probably wasn't.
Damn. I was hoping you were here.
Man, I got a couple things I want to get into today. The first thing is we've got to issue a major Cowboy danger alert. Obviously, there was already just a sleeping, no pun intended, giant. They have been for a long time. They'll get a collection of decent players, and then they'll do some dumb shit on their coaching front. Like, hey, this is kind of innovative. We're going to hire Joe Judge, the New York Giants, some years ago. He was a New England Patriots special teams coordinator. It's outside the box. The Belichick guy, we're going to make this work. But just to make sure it really works, we're going to hire his OC for him and make it Jason Garrett for 1 year. You're like, what? Why did you do that? That you never. So to me, I love their quarterback. If I were to rank the Bo Nixes and the Tyler Shuffs and what Shucks, I like Jackson Dart a lot. Malik Neighbors, while a head case is a good player, they've got a really good running back for whatever that's worth. They've got a decent offensive line now, and now they've got Harbaugh and him hiring his coaches. He's already hired Todd Monken, I think. The Ravens, he's just raiding the staff. They're letting him do that because he's John Harbaugh. And that's like, if you put it in context to the Cowboys, the closest I would say they would get is McCarthy. But even McCarthy was not just rolling in and being like, I'm calling all the shots now.
Yeah, John Harbaugh, it's an interesting thing because you could see where you would criticize him heavily for having a two-time MVP in his prime and not ever really going anywhere with that.
Yeah,
I've even heard some say that
obviously is he made him a two-time MVP.
Well, I've also heard thoughts that he was about to get fired when they actually drafted Lamar, and that Lamar kind of saved his job for him all these years.
Yeah, I think
he did adapt pretty well, right? He kind of scrapped everything they did offensively and said, let's now build around the talents of this guy.
And that is what you want from a CEO head coach. That is what Harbaugh is the best example of. He's not a scheme guy. He's not calling plays, but he's always hired bad MFers as his assistant coaches, offense, defense. They've always had great coordinators. They don't always make great head coaches. Cameron but they've always had. He's good at that, and that's why if I were to try to get excited about Shoddy, the fact that they hired Clayton Adams and the fact that the list of guys I see they're looking at for DC, it's definitely different, and it's letting him make the hire because Jerry doesn't know who any of those guys are. So Harbaugh's really good at that, and so I would say, saying that Lamar saved his job, chicken and egg. I mean, he hired coordinators that turned Lamar into Lamar. And also John Harbaugh, who's like the most Do I keep saying John? Yeah, John Harbaugh is like the most, rough football guy ever. Had about the most robust and progressive analytics staff and execution in the NFL for a long time, maybe until the Eagles. And the Ravens didn't give a damn on fourth down before the Lions and all that. They have analytics people that are in his ear. And he doesn't look as cool as Dan Campbell, but he's kind of the OG on that front.
Where does Shoddy rank in the NFC East for coaches?
Dude, I thought about that this morning, too.
Where does Dak rank for quarterbacks in the NFC East right now?
1.
Who would you take?
Me?
Not building forever, because obviously you would probably take Jackson.
I would take
Dart.
Dak over any of the 4 of them sight unseen for this year and the next couple years. But
okay. Well, that's important.
Not beyond that.
Rank the coaches, though.
Yeah. I mean,
is Sirianni one? Sirianni's getting ripped, but he has been in the he's been in the playoffs 5 straight years. Every year that he's been the coach there, they won the Super Bowl last year.
There's a chance that 4 or 5 years from now, history looks at him very differently, and it's like it was lightning in a bottle. That's a lot of wins for lightning in a bottle, man.
I think there's a chance 4 or 5 years from now they're like, wow, he won a Super Bowl with Jalen Hurts?
That's also possible.
Like, he's a really good
but
coach.
As it stands right now, it would be dumb to say anybody else has won. He's far and away won, and that would make Shoddy, I guess, tied for 3rd. But, Dan Quinn has been a decent head coach before, but
made a title game.
And it also had
the Super Bowl.
Yeah, had some down years too. So probably, if I was hiring a coach, I would hire Shoddy 4th.
Who looks better with a backwards hat, Dan Quinn or Shoddy?
Ooh,
Best backwards hat wearing
both,
coach
man,
in the NFC East.
DQ is doing like the spin the hat around and get down on his hands and knees in an Oklahoma drill, but Shoddy's he's a quarterback who was a rich kid who played in Florida. Like, that's also a pretty swagged out backwards hat. Like,
visor.
He's a beach quarterback, and I don't hate it. But I've told you guys before about this tool that I use sometimes called Sumer Brain. And it's from this analytics company called Sumer Sports. It's really dorky stuff. They have a podcast I listen to. They put out breakdowns every week. It's kind of hard to explain what the website is, but they have a tool on that website that is basically like NFL Chat GPT. And with any type of publicly available data. So you're not going to get the very, very best stuff, the next-gen stuff. I try to pay for that, and they won't let me. But you'll get a lot of stuff. For sure, Pro Football Reference, anything that's in any of the pressure numbers, the coverage numbers, all of that is public. And you can also just ask it historical questions. I do this all day now. And this morning, because I was thinking about I was watching Hard Knocks, and Dak, Shoddy's up there like, hey, we could still have this kind of record in the NFC East. And everybody always talks about, Dak's record against the NFC East. And that's really the house of cards that his legacy is built on, is that he just beats up on the NFC East, and he's not good against anybody else. And, the Eagles have been good, and he's been good against the Eagles. But the Giants and Commanders have been dog shit, and he has throttled them for 10 years now. So I simply typed in, just like you would at ChatGPT. People will often highlight how good Dak Prescott's record is against the NFC East over the years and how poor it is outside of the division. I am wondering about this from a relative standpoint. Because isn't that always your question? You'll say, Dak's this and this against teams above 500. That's bad. Okay, well, how is everyone else? I need to know that before I know if that's good or bad.
How was Tom Brady? How was Aaron Rodgers against?
I need the whole league. Is this good or bad? Everybody's going to be worse against teams that are over 500.
Because Tom Brady certainly had a bad Dolphins team for most of his career. It was a bad Buffalo team.
Certainly Bob used
the Jets.
The Jets, yeah. I said, I think Dak is great, so my thought is that, is this common for all QBs who win a lot of games? Is Dak somehow uniquely bad in this regard? And like the robot often does, it tells you, no, it's as bad as you think and worse.
Oh,
In fact,
I thought you were here to.
since the start of
defend
his
Dak's
career,
honor.
Dak has the largest winning percentage gap between division and non-division of any quarterback in football.
Mm.
These numbers are from 2022 to 2025. He's plus 28% better in division games. Mahomes is plus 5%. Josh Allen is negative 1%. Lamar Jackson, negative 6%. Jalen Hurts, minus 9%.
So the benefit of beating up on your division, a weak division.
Yeah. He's
Overall weak, you would say, over the years, yeah.
And then you don't really have like Brady had, then the playoff success on top of that to be like, oh, okay, yeah, obviously you beat up on Rex Ryan, but so that's bad. I'm not excited about John Harbaugh in the division with autonomy already having a quarterback. That's it's not going to get any easier. So maybe the swan song of Dak's career, he'll be able to flip the script against bigger teams. But right now, if you've been eating up on those teams, it doesn't look great.
Should we do some Hard Knocks audio?
Sure.
Should it be brought to us by flooringdirectdfw.com/DZ?
I was getting some floors the other day, and this guy came in. He was like, I'm a pro from this other flooring company. He body checked me right there.
Really?
Yeah. And then Flooring Direct came over, and their pros were the nicest.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. They're much more gentler people.
But if they're that nice, then certainly their prices probably don't match that. They would probably kind of screw you there.
No.
Because we're going to act nice, but while we reach around your body and just kind of pluck some money out of your wallet.
No, they're not even close.
They've also got the best prices.
The best.
In fact, they will beat any competitor's estimate. And when they come out to give you an estimate, that's what you're going to end up paying. They can do stairway remodeling as well.
Ooh.
I'm learning that today. But
Dave Raymond.
Yeah, for sure. You can shop at home. That's the big thing. They will come to you, direct to you. They are Flooring Direct. How do you get your energy? They're named, they have flooring, and they come direct to you. Full service installation, which means also they will move all the furniture for you, put it back. You won't have to pay a moving company to come in. They will also clean up as they go. It won't be a disaster zone. They're great. I know Dan Ratcliffe for many, many years, and he slides right into our stable of advertisers great because like our best advertisers are the guys we know. They own the company. They're accountable to you, and we get tons of emails of, oh, yeah, you were right. These guys were great. It's the best I ever worked with. So they'll get our endorsement that way. What's that website again? I gave it once.
FlooringDirectDFW.com/DZ. That part's important.
Okay, can profits time it up? You ready, guys? Let's go.
Our pros are the nicest. We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
All right, speaking of profits, I'll jump us off here then. It was NFC East, Hard Knocks. So you got 4 teams in an hour. Even if the Cowboys get a little bit of outsized coverage on there, you're talking about 20 minutes an episode. They were eliminated from the playoffs halfway through the season, so we just kind of stopped watching it, I think. And this is the way it should be done, really, if they ever do this again, with 1 or 2 segments for all 7 or 8 episodes. It ain't a weekly thing. Hard Knocks is already like thin compared to the old days from a juice and interest standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
But I did think there was something in the Cowboys' back half of the season. A few things we could talk about. The first one, you might have seen this and went viral. Don't know that we need to play the whole thing here, but our friend Blake has been traveling with the Cowboys this year as part of a broadcast crew, and he'll just, even him, it's hard not to be around Dak and be like, man, this is a good dude. This is a good dude to be around. Like, he makes people feel good. So this is just a scene where he's at the front of the meeting room, the big, movie theater style meeting room, and he's handing out forms for people to write down their tips for the staff.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Okay. Well, I am plugged in. So let's go ahead.
Maybe it has the cough button attached to the ear.
Let's try this.
All right, here we go. I'm about to explain as everybody gets in here. All right, so if you're in here, obviously we get paid well. Coaches get paid. You'll see support staff. Some of these guys get paid very well. However, these others, people that do a lot for us, we want to help contribute to them to just say thank you, right? So all this is Christmas bonuses. This is something we've done every year. Everybody has a sheet. It's all going to add up once all of our money goes into that pot. Give more to the guys that work with you, right? The guy that's snapping the ball for the line. Guy that's holding the dummies for the D-line, right? The guys that take care of your equipment, whether they clean your locker. That's an opportunity to give them more.
Okay, so it's a full sheet, and you write the number next to it. To me, right when I saw this, I felt a very heavy curb type moment. And I want to ask Brandon about it. Like, do you ask, how do you know what to give? If you're a rookie, is it scaled to your contract?
That's the
Are
thing.
you like, am I a jerk?
I would be like, this is kind of like the Cowboys saying, we're starting a GoFundMe for this. Like, you're the Cowboys. How about you just give him $1 million or something?
Well,
Dak makes $60 million,
and he probably gives proportionally.
Brandon makes whatever, $500,000.
And I promise you, the expectation is not that they give even close to the same. But you know how this is. It sucks.
But your numbers next, like it's public.
Well, I don't think
all
so.
the guys
I think
see what
you turn in your individual sheet. Every name is on there. You write a number next to the name you want, and then you hand in the sheet. Somebody collects from you and distributes the money. But you know this is how it goes in like clubhouses. You got a guy who makes $50,000 a year, and then hopefully, the higher dollar you end up making. I've heard $200,000 or $300,000 a year being like a clubhouse manager, but you're getting all of it from the players. So the first thing is,
which I suppose is in a way better because it's tax free then, right?
Sort of, but I don't even know how all that works. I imagine when Dak gives you money, it's coming from like an accountant. He might even be 1099ing you or something. So, but I am interested in how this, from Brandon's standpoint, like, do you see your buddy wrote more and you're like, I don't want to seem like,
and then I also think
public.
The Cowboys, I would say the Cowboys could pay them more. Like, why? Okay, yeah, it sucks that they only make, but if they're that important and they're really doing all this stuff, why doesn't our employer do it?
No, I've been here before.
Yeah, okay.
As guy who used to pay the bad radio producer a couple $100 to fill in for me because they were making $25 a day. I get it, but you're going to get it done somehow, right? So this is how they get it done.
Yeah. And
I think it's awkward. But a little appearance from our friends, Prophets and Outlaws on this episode. This is it.
So the gist of all of this, once again, not to make it too hard, Keith said,
Don't be cheap, man.
You heard that? Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap.
Merry Christmas, baby. Show the treat now.
Their original Christmas song.
The NFL only works as well as
this
it
one
does
they played on
because
the
an army
subathon
of
for
people
us?
behind the scenes make sure of it. 'Tis the season to take care of them.
That's right. Prophets and Outlaws does work with the Cowboys a lot, right?
I ain't know what the fuck white elephant is.
What you say?
Is that Turpin?
Yes.
I don't know what a white elephant is.
I ain't never did white elephant. I ain't know what the fuck white elephant is.
I'm with him.
Across the division,
why would you call it that?
Everyone's ready for Santa.
Secret Santa? You guys all know who you have for Secret Santa? I've already told everybody who I have.
Anyways, I just thought it was cool to hear their tune in there.
You're correct. It is cool. I got a little Dak audio. I just thought this was so Dak. So, have we ever had a quarterback and coach with such symmetry? We could say that about these two.
Hey, great day, man. January 1st, how you do this is how you gonna do everything, right? How you do anything is how you do everything. Start your year off the right way, man. It's gonna be a great year. Why not have a great practice, right? Let's go. Control as you control. Effort, intentionality. Intentionality.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Intentionality.
You remember Witten used to talk like Garrett, and it would drive us crazy. Romo was never really buying in, but Witten would process. I have go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was going to slide over to Shoddy.
Same.
Well, mine is pretty long. Actually, we might just jump ahead a little bit, but what do you call them? Like a walking quilted pillow or something?
Walking Etsy sign.
Yeah, Etsy sign, lake house sign, embroidered throw pillow.
And again, I kind of think, all right, what if they ever got Belichick in this situation? And his dad wrote a pretty famous football book, right? And they asked him about his dad.
The Art of Scouting.
What would he have said to the HBO cameras? I got to think it's not shoddy what he would say. So they asked him about his dad. A big fan of his dad, by the way. Big fan of his dad. Oh, I heard somebody point out. I don't know who this was, so I'm sorry. But they're talking about Aaron Rodgers. Remember you played that audio the other day? Wasn't Aaron Rodgers bitching about back in his day, you wouldn't fire coaches when they're...
Yeah, I mean, a guy like Mike Tomlin, that's just not the way the league used to work.
We didn't say this on the air, did we?
No, I know where you're headed. That's a great point.
Oh, that Marty's last year, he was 14-2.
Yeah.
And they didn't get it done in the playoffs, and the Chargers fired him.
That's insane.
In fact, I think that's when I thought the Cowboys were going to hire him, and they hired Wade Phillips instead. That was Marty's defensive coordinator in San Diego. But
so it's been that way for a while.
It's always that way. There's always owners or whoever that, you're going to fire a head coach, and that was Marty's thing. I mean, if he's known for anything, it's he never could really win the big one. Yeah. In fact, he never really could get to the big. Well, how was he not Dak's coach? Anyway, or Romo. They asked him about his dad.
During the game, I carry this. It says, Marty Schottenheimer, Patriots, middle linebacker, 1971. And what it talks about on the back, it says, Marty has the longest name in the AFC. During the course of the game, I would just kind of put my hand in my middle pocket and just kind of hold it, and that kind of helps, comfort me.
Okay, there's things that sound dirty but probably aren't intended to be.
During the course of the game, I would just kind of put my hand in my middle pocket and just kind of hold it, and
hell yeah, it's my middle pocket.
Comfort me.
Stroke it a little.
I have a hat that he used to wear when he was in hospice, and after he passed, that was the one thing I made sure I asked my mom.
And then he's looking at the hat and he sets it down. He's let me just fast forward some here.
I'll tell him I learned a lot.
Oh, this is like he talks to him.
I felt like I impacted a lot of people in a positive way.
Okay, now this is really for someone who's going to end this phrase with "I'm really humble." It's just an interesting use of the word "I'm humble."
I would tell him I felt like I impacted a lot of people in a positive way. I would tell him that we've got the culture piece right.
Peace, bingo.
Boy, I love the culture, though. He loves talking about culture because guess what? This subjective thing that you can't really call me on.
Aces.
Perfect. And I can't remember who set that up. I did. I was the one who installed this.
Check.
So we got this right. It's so funny when you hear all of these people with the Cowboys. Steven and Jerry are like, we got the pieces on defense. Just this R-tard over here is couldn't use them. That's what we're looking for, a defensive coordinator who is like this guy. Because look how he's also undefeated in culture. Like, look, we just raised a culture banner, and we raised a banner for having the correct pieces. Just for some real weird mystical reason, we're not in the playoffs and not in the Super Bowl. Probably because the refs just see the star on the helmet. But everything I've done is perfect. And let's go on. This is why I'm going to talk to my dad and tell him about.
I would tell him that we've got the culture piece right, which he was a big culture guy as well, and that we're working on the
wins,
the ball security, that portion of it. But I know he's proud, man. I know he's looking down. He's proud because I'm doing it the way that I want to do it. I'm staying true to my convictions, and I'm leading from the front, but I'm also leading through a selfless and humble spirit, and that would make him proud.
Man,
I just don't know that you can lay humble on that.
This is hard for me because I love everything that's happening there. Like the idea that your dad was a coach and now you're standing on an NFL sideline as a head coach, like that's got to be the coolest feeling in the world. To be like thinking about, I stood here with my dad.
Yeah.
And now I'm doing it. And I want to love it.
You know why you're doing it? Because your dad was on the sideline. Because if he wasn't, there's no way he's where he is.
Yeah, but that's a reductive way to look at it. I mean,
but
I know
it's true.
Yeah, but I mean,
the only reason he got on anyone's sideline, they were showing him with Steve Spurrier. You think Spurrier's letting any third-string quarterback, you can wear the headset and be on the sideline? No.
And
the reason you're even on my team is because you're Marty's kid.
There's a lot of nepotism involved in the NFL, but it's also true that these people, a lot of times the people, because of the way the nepotism is set up, the people in the best position to coach teams are going to be the sons of guys who coach teams. Like, maybe the best coach in the NFL right now. I started watching him play football when he was like a sophomore in college, and he was not good. He never played. It was Kyle Shanahan. He had transferred from Duke, and
he's been around the game more. He's been looking at playbooks since he was a little kid.
Now, on the other hand, if you do get hired for a job that nobody was expecting you to get, and then they ask your boss why he hired you, and he's like, his parents rock. It's not going to be easy to defend the idea that it wasn't nepotism that got you hired. And that's pretty much what happened with Shotty. And it also doesn't help the way that he talks about himself is difficult. I know we love the press conference question and answer bingo. I personally have come to love when he does it out of the press conference because he has to yell it. And now, and I don't have the sack to ask him this, maybe, but I feel like I know Brandon is bingoing in his head in that meeting room. There's no way he doesn't listen to our show, because he does. And when Shotty does, do we want to be here? No, that Brandon doesn't. The corner of his lips don't perk up just a little bit. But he did it in this, I believe.
Okay, so we came up short yesterday. Let's talk about why, quickly. The bottom line is, guys, we didn't play the game yesterday, on our terms. And now we find ourselves in what?
I honestly,
3-game losing streak.
Sure.
Does it suck? Yeah, it does.
Okay, yeah.
Wow,
we didn't need that.
It sucks. But here's our challenge. Don't let your circumstances dictate who you are or what you're about. Is it the standard that we want to be sitting here with this record and having lost 3 straight games? Absolutely not. Absolutely fucking not.
I think that's his last question.
Thank you, because I thought it was hold on.
No.
Wait.
Let me reiterate this.
The standard is not losing 3 straight? I mean...
Yeah. A lot of questions. I like when he yells them. Do we want to be... We're in what? Everybody's like, what is he looking for? And we're out of the playoffs.
And 3.
Okay, 3. Yeah. And then we had a...
if you're leaving Shotty...
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to just... it's Viewer Mail Thursday, so Preston checked in. It said, just checking in on Shotty's prediction that his staff would be raided is one Shotty. And Dave...
I mean, technically, like those boys in in Pakistan raided that compound, and then Osama was dead. That's kind of where Eberflus is. Raided? I don't know. One of them's never going to work again.
Dave says, dear Ayatollah of my favorite Hola. Think about your discussion with Jake about was this year's Shotty any better than having a potted plant at head coach? Think about it. Mike McCarthy won 7 games in his last year despite having an entire coaching staff on 1-year deals, starting Cooper Rush and Trey Lance for 9 games, having CD hold out the entire preseason, no free agents added in the offseason, and playing a first-place schedule. Schottenheimer won the same number of games despite 17 games of Dak, having Pickens and CD at wide receiver, adding Javonte Williams, a number of free agent signings in the offseason, and playing a third-place schedule. Given all that, I feel like this team could win 7 games on autopilot.
Yeah, that is it's a cute email. I'm not saying there's nothing to it, but also how quickly we forget. And I saw some numbers yesterday, too. Micah's first few years in the league have been the best of anyone who's ever brushed the passer. Like his first, 3 of the first, whatever those years are, it's the best seasons of anyone ever. There's like one Myles Garrett season in the top 5, and the other 4 are just Micah, from pressure rates to sack hit rates. Right now, he's the best player on that side of the ball in the game. As evidenced also by the fact that his team didn't win another game when he got hurt this year. Now, he missed some time last year. McCarthy didn't have him the whole year, but come on, dude. Can we not? You guys have also. I know he wasn't.
I'm just reading an email.
He wasn't
You're
fired
yelling
by
at me now.
Thanksgiving, and now you guys have to move the bar a little bit. But no, year 2 is going to be big. We got a Dak dinner with the offensive linemen. A lot of gifts in these episodes. You see what everybody's giving each other. A little bit of Kirby there, but I don't feel like it's as bad as straight cash. Because like Dak got criticized for giving everybody like $1,000 pair of glasses, and people were like, bullshit.
But they wanted more?
Yeah. Jordan Love got everybody Dunks, which is like a $150 Nike shoe. It's a pair of shoes that I've owned before. That may not be enough.
Did either one of those guys actually pay for those things? Or is it my theory with my wife, and if a flower company gives us flowers on Valentine's Day and then I give them to her.
Yeah.
I'm working, and because of my work is why they gave me these flowers. So they could have given me money, but they gave me the flowers. So now I'm giving them to you. And
well, that makes it even worse then, or does it? Let's talk this out. Jordan Love's making $40, $50 a year. I think is he a Jordan athlete? But either way, if he's a Nike athlete and he gave them shoes that I could get at Finish Line,
yeah,
that's also not a great look.
Baseball players have it lucky.
Rich people gifts is a tricky
but
thing.
Baseball players
it's a good problem to have, but
if you're a baseball player, you don't have to deal with Christmas in the middle of the season. You never have to do this.
That's a good point. So Dak's out at the dinner with the offensive linemen, and I enjoy the fake questions. We noticed this whenever Trent and Brian Anger were at Brandon Aubrey's house. These are very fake questions, but they're talking about the passing record for Dak.
It's 3 o'clock, so when we play at 1, my number will be done.
Hey, we just gotta start slinging it around.
Yeah, we gotta put that picture out.
I mean, you have a chance. I mean, you lead the league in passing. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
That's definitely how Cooper BB normally just talks. Normally, I mean, what does that mean?
I mean, you have a chance. I mean, you lead the league in passing. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah, it'd be cool. Honestly, it would be. It's not just my record.
It'd be cool to do something that.
That's why it'd be cool, but that's
Baker
why it's not a lot of weight held
year.
into it, because like I'm not doing it unless you guys are blocking, right? I'm not doing it unless we got the 2 freaks outside and those receivers. That like, it's a lot that goes into it. We just got to continue to push each other, man. Like,
all right, now a shot at the defense in 3, 2.
Let's not get complacent. I don't know if we're averaging 30, whatever, but why not 40 next year? So like, let's put it on us to just get better, man.
I might mention while we're here that we're scoring 30 points a game.
Should I slip that in there?
But we were just having a good conversation.
I don't think they are averaging 30 points a game, by the way. The defense is averaging giving up 30 points a game.
Yeah, it came down a little bit. But
I would like to take a look at that offense, because I just remember some nice stinkers against teams they should have run up some offense on.
Let's keep the lively conversation going.
Hey, Buck, how was your rookie season, bro?
Hey, ask him a natural question.
Hey, Buck, how was your rookie season, bro?
It was a lot of fun, bro. You know what I mean?
Bro.
It was like a lot more fun than I expected. I get to play football every day. I don't got to go to class.
There we go.
Love Tyler Booker.
Yeah.
He's just like, dude, I'm here to maul.
Take care of my body. It's a lot more fun than what I thought it was going to be.
Now, this is going to drive you crazy, Dan, because you've already been commenting on how you think that they are hanging a banner, that they have feet up. Is it possible that from a team building standpoint, they had a successful year? Would you allow that?
What was the biggest surprise, if there was one?
Shit, that fucking check y'all handed me after the rookie day. Nah, I'm playing, but big surprise. I mean, how close we are.
That's love. Like, that's not given. That's not every locker room that they're this close. So, like, don't lose for a second. Like, this was a success. This was a good fucking year.
Oh,
Dan, please don't yell. Please don't yell.
Okay, I thought it wasn't a success, but I am corrected now in realizing it was a good effing year, too.
Yeah.
We're going to swear after that one.
Let's talk about the offseason.
Actually, they might have averaged 30 a year. Sorry, I'm just going through that.
I
Sorry.
thought it ended up pretty close, but they did.
You got a wedding coming up?
I do. I have a wedding in Italy.
Oh.
Yeah,
sweet.
I'll be going to Italy at some point, which probably also, like, just go over a week early and experience just some.
Terrence Steele's like, I guess my invite got
I was going to say, so I know we're sitting here talking about how they're so close. This followed that, too, right away. It's like, we're close. This is the best locker room ever. We're so tight. We're the best friend. We're all best friends, like 10 best friends that have ever existed. And, I'm going to go over to Italy and get married. And none of them was like, can't wait to join you. Can't wait.
Probably
Thank
be
you
there, but yeah, I mean, if I had to bet, I'd bet Cody, Caden, Kalen are there before Tyler, and Terrence.
Yeah.
Some of Europe, some of all that over there. Do that. Beeb's getting married. I'm not the only one.
I'm getting married. I mean,
It's good. Now let's go back over to Cooper BB.
it ain't quite good old Manhattan, Kansas, but yeah, it'll be cool.
I don't know if everybody's eliminated or whatever, but I'll cheers to that one right there. And simply, cheers, y'all, man. Love y'all, boys.
And that honestly kind of made me not emotional, but feel lemonade is a Jason Garrettism. And I like that Dak held on to that. When Jason Garrett gave one of my favorite interviews that ever happened on the ticket, seemingly lost to history, but it was with Bob and Dan at camp. You might have been there. And you never got Garrett to sit down like that. And he just could not stop talking. And he'd be like, that's when I'll tell you over lemonade sometime. And he thought it was so funny. He would say, and I remember him walking off, talking to you guys, and be like, maybe while you guys are out here, we do a couple lemonades. And I'll tell you that one. It's a lemonade story. And Dak still, they're all holding cocktails, but he's not going to say, hey, let's get that shot up here. He's like, grab your lemonade. I like it. That's all I've got. There was a lot of turpentine, but we knew about turpentine.
Yeah. The one other thing I have is just Jerry. My question with Jerry, and this is from episode 7. And episode 7, by the way, is 5 minutes of look at the Cowboys and the Giants and the Washington, and 50 minutes of the Eagles, because they were the only ones still playing. So we got a ton of Eagles in the final episode. This is Jerry on the Eberflus firing. So my question about Jerry is, does he fly to work every day in a helicopter and get landed on the practice field, or only when HBO is there? Because it looks majestic. It looks very cool.
I don't think it's every day. I don't think it's.
But it's every day that HBO is there. They show him. They've never seen him driving into work.
Yeah, I think it's probably more than just a couple times a year, but I don't think it's every day.
Anyway, he gets there for HBO. They prop him up behind the desk and tell him he's the GM. And he can say something really dumb to the cameras about Eberflus.
Our 2025 season was a roller coaster. We were inconsistent on defense. The Eberflus decision of not going forward with him was one of the hardest that I've been involved in my time with the Dallas Cowboys. But at the end, I think was the thing to do.
Really? You've owned this team for 30, 40, how many years now?
When he said that, I did kind of...
That's one of the hardest decisions you've made? It feels like almost the easiest decision you've ever made. It was the worst defense in Cowboys history.
It should be, but you know the ones that are hard for him are his guys. Like, it wasn't hard for him to fire Mike Nolan. He didn't know Mike Nolan. He's got Flus. He probably last year was telling him how this is going to be, we'll ride this out for a few years together. I don't know, man. I bet, as sad as this is, I bet it was hard for him, even though this is historically literally the worst performance of all time. I have people telling me that this is Jordan Mailata singing Not Prophets. But I swear that I know they do this song, right? And it just sounds like
that wasn't Prophets?
Christmas, baby. Sure to treat me nice.
It sounds exactly like their version to me. And I guess I'm probably an idiot and thought that was their song. Because I know they have songs, Christmas originals.
So that's not Prophets and Outlaws.
I don't know. I pulled up their version of it and played it next to it, and it sounds exactly like it. And full disclosure, like they've done other songs for Hard Knocks. Why did I say that like that?
Hard Knocks.
They've done it before, so I know they have a relationship with them. But
it's Viewer Mail Day, so we're going to get into that after our break. But I got this email literally this morning from Anson, who wanted to shout out Travis and his team at Community Mechanical. So anyway, he had another HVAC company. And he said there was a part that needed fixed, but the labor would be $4,000. And turned off my heater and gas for safety reasons, and then said it'll be 2 weeks for them to replace it.
Sweet.
So he said he was already planning on calling ComMech, and then he says in parentheses, "I've shortened community mechanical."
Yes,
anyway,
he has. We'll let him own that one.
For an alternate quote, but also to see if they might have a better response time. Now he says, everything I've heard about this company on your podcast is true. I called the office, left a voicemail, had a return call within 5 minutes. Explained the situation. The lady I spoke to gave me emails for both Drew and Travis, asked I explain it to them. I sent all the info, including photos of my equipment. I put in the subject line that I'm a Dumb Zone listener that needs help. They call me 9 minutes later. They gave a ballpark estimate over the phone. It was a quarter of the price the other company quoted me. They sent one of their technicians to the supply store a couple hours later to get the parts. They have the parts in hand. They were at my house 8:30 a.m. the next morning to complete the work. And really, he goes on, there's a lot longer thing where they also discovered like a gas leak that was in his, because his wife had smelled. Anyway, he says they're the real deal. They have a customer for life. You have my permission to use my name, all that kind of stuff. But we've gotten tons of these, though.
Feels good.
Yeah.
Just to know that people are, they're saving people from the cold, from getting ripped off. And they're our boys.
Yeah,
I'm proud of them.
communitydfw.com and the number that you can call or text. And they'll return your text, 469-667-7290. Viewer mail in a moment.
The Dumb Zone.
But it was a 42-year-old woman. And there's no picture in here, but you can look her up. Her name is Danielle Copeland. And in the videos that they have, you can't really like fully make out, I mean, I don't think that you're going to be interested.
I'm interested in anything these days.
He's got a Friday to himself.
She wears like a mask. Yeah, oh my God. She wears a mask. She kind of has a little bit of a Roseanne vibe.
Is it like one of those, what do you call it,
president mask?
No, I was thinking of like the red ball.
Oh, a gimp?
I think I hit a wire because I can't hear my music anymore.
She did these over the course of 2 months. Colleyville, Keller, Hearst, 50 packages.
My bad, Blake.
It's okay. Kind of want to do play-by-play.
I guess you got to do
down there on his knees.
You got to do 50.
Right. At some level, it is a volume game.
Yeah. to get something good. And then who pays for it, really?
Amazon.
Not hearing it yet. Yeah, like Amazon. You hit up Amazon and say, hey, I didn't get my package. And they go, okay, we'll send you another one.
I think that's basically what happens in my experience. You hear occasional stories of, oh, they're not going to cover this or that, but that more happens with like UPS. You guys want to talk through this together?
Nothing.
Pull it out and put it back in.
Oh, yeah.
Have you tried closing some tabs?
It's just I'm going to play the intro for the other stuff. And
well, no, let's figure it out.
Show. Yeah.
Yeah, plug it back in.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you can hear that buzz.
Yeah, no, play it.
Okay, so the cable's fine.
It's playing.
Have you reset your source?
Oh, there we go.
Did you mute?
I don't know.
Did you mute because you're going to look up this hottie porch
No,
pirate?
I did not mute on purpose.
The porch
and then you
pirate.
didn't find
Not
what you
mute on
wanted, so you went
purpose.
to the hub and
That
it was like,
your
oh, hot porch pirate.
Action hand
Just to hold
hit
you over?
mute. Good God, a disgrace.
He's trying to start his Friday alone early.
Hi, Rick Renner for Flooring Direct. Back in my TV days, I used to think negative publicity was better than no publicity at all. That's not the case at Flooring Direct. We thrive on reviews. A 4.7 Google star rating, top of Home Advisor and Best Picks. I won 13 of these babies in TV, but there's nothing comparing to the Super Service Award on Angie's List for 2 decades running and still champion. Get your free estimate today.
We've got the best prices at Flooring Direct.
What's our address on Google or on Gmail? The Dumb Zone?
Yeah, the Dumb Zone.
I never know if it's Dumb Zone. What?
It's not that you don't know. It's what's our address on Google.
If
you're a part of a media company where people ask that question.
I said it real quickly, corrected
I'm
it.
just messing with you.
No puppet.
Quality Roofing, we've got drones.
Boy, they do. And they're going to take those drones, fly them up top, and get a good look at that roof and inspect it.
They will. I never knew that until you told me last week.
The whole lead up.
I was last week years old when you told me that Qualis Roofing has drones. But yes, apparently the insurance companies recommend you get your roof inspected twice a year. I think that's a little ridiculous. Let's at least make it once, though.
But the drone makes sense now, though. Because you don't, I mean, if you're going to be going up there, once, twice a year?
Yeah.
You're going to need a drone for that.
QualisGC.com. They're great. They're great with listeners of our show. We've had, tons of people just come up to us and tell us how awesome the experience was with Qualis. I don't have to have anybody to tell me how awesome my experience was. They put a new roof on my house. I wasn't sure if I needed one. I knew that we haven't had a new roof in over a decade. And they went up there, inspected it, and they're like, yeah, you got a lot of hail damage here, man. So we'll take care of it. They took care of everything. They dealt with the insurance company for us. I didn't have to do all the calls on that end, and all we paid is the deductible. So Qualis Roofing. Go to QualisGC.com. Do they have a number?
They do. The phone number is 817-500-9008. And all of those are interesting copy points. But there's one final one.
That's where he was leading you guys in it.
It doesn't matter.
Qualis Roofing, we've got drones.
Magnificent.
You know, all these places want your birthday to give you free stuff on your birthday. Space them out.
That's yeah. What are you gonna do? Eat 12 meals? The free meal? Even if they give you the whole month, that's a lot of pressure.
My birthday, May 15th to this place, June 15th. That place, July 15th. That place, August 15th. Because then I get one free thing a month.
I mean, I'm just in the dojo learning, bro.
Oh yeah, no, I'm in awe.
Yeah.
Be great to mention Community Mechanical, because if there's one advertiser of ours that loves breasts,
sure,
it would be Community Mechanical.
Sure.
Right? And kind of just like looking for a lump, little preventative maintenance there.
Nailed it.
So they will come out to your house and they will. What do you call that? It's not a euphemism, but they will look for a lump. It's an
analogy.
An analogy. Sorry.
See if they can find the lump on your unit.
They found a lump in my attic. As
Maybe
a matter
they
of
won't.
fact, it was seeping out carbon monoxide. They say that's very bad, and they reattached that, fixed things up, gave me kind of a big tune-up around the house. They're great.
And mine had cancer, so they just replaced the entire system.
They'll do that too.
Yeah.
They can do that. You get to choose.
But if
the
you have
new ones.
misdiagnosed cancer, like Brandon Aubrey did,
You could end up spending a fortune on radiation. When all
yeah,
you
he had
needed
another
was,
company saying it would cost him $15,000, and they were like,
Ravinquid.
"Actually, what if we replace this one part for $100?" And his system works great. That's what they'll do for you.
Mm-hmm.
Because they love breasts and HVAC at Community DFW. Call or text Travis anytime, 469-667-7290. That preventative maintenance is key. But as Blake said, if you do need a new system, they'll replace it for you. And while you're there, they'll get you a sit-in for the show as well. Hit up Travis today, communitydfw.com.
They were going to throw a shot in us before we left.
Awesome, let's do it.
What do you think?
Couldn't hurt. Glutathione is great. Let's do some shots.
All right.
Shots.
Yeah.
Glutathione about a shot.
Take a shot.
Yeah.
So glutathione, I recommend doing in the glute only because it's not as comfortable for the injection.
The glute?
Yes.
The butt?
Yes. We'll fix my computer.
Just going to hurt?
It's not going to be as comfortable. Glutathione is kept cold in the fridge, and I think it is a little spicy, just from personal experience.
So you've had this?
I have had this.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. Hear that bell just rang out there.
All done.
Do I have to pull it up now?
Yes.
Okay.
Please.
I believe in the future, but not today.
Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Ooh. I'm so detoxed.
Do you have any questions for me?
Quick one. Do you smoke cigarettes?
No.
Okay.
Tried and access services, I had garage door bad. But after just one email wrote, could I call you dad? Had a brand new door put in just a single day. Tried and access services, holy crap, hooray.
Give up.
Door was sad and sucky, flaccid at its best. But Jeremy and the fellas said, just put your fear to rest. If you need some help like me, just call the boys today. Trident Access Services, holy crap, hooray.
Yeah, the website is txtrident.com. Hit up Jeremy at 817-512-1212. And we learned through Grady that if you're a listener, you get 10% off.
In the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone, in the dumb zone, in the dumb zone, in the zone.
The dumb zone.
Also gone but not forgotten, Ardell Nelson.
Yes.
One of our
you.
biggest fans, Stacy Garcia's mom, and that's intercepted by Mesnick to the rack.
Look
He
at
goes.
Mesnick.
He's got 8.
So, yes, we definitely wanted to bring that up. So, that said, you know, Craig.
Well, and then there's one more. There's
yes,
one more
yes.
gone but not forgotten, and that's our sweet Daisy or our sweet Lucy. At the age of 12, she was run over in our driveway.
Oh, like that? Was she run over like that?
As
Like that
Tyree
slam?
hammers it down, there's a timeout on the floor as Lakers spurt out to a 4-0, 2 turnover, 2 dunk start to the second half, and the Lakers are on fire, up 16, 17-20 to go.
They are on fire. And yes, our hearts and minds are with your sweet Lucy.
Yes.
In dog heaven.
Yeah. Oh, do you want to know what happened to her? Yeah, Sabrina ran her over.
You know, when you put it on Twitter, I thought you were going a little far. When you had the live action video, I knew you went too far.
It was a very, very sad day. But, hey,
Right.
we're over it now.
We're
Remember
over
now,
it.
so back to
Clearly
best
you're over
dressed.
this. Yes.
You're listening to The Dumb Zone.
What was that?
Don't you remember? We played that a few years ago.
Yeah.
It was just competing play-by-play. Competing with Argyle Lady Basketball.
Oh.
When is your next broadcast?
Tomorrow night at Birdville.
Ooh. Is that like you're close to where you grew up, right?
It's another high school in the area. Yep.
Well, I mean, it's very close. It's like,
yeah. No, we played them.
It's a 9-iron.
Came out on top. Won the last game. Rivalry game.
This year? Or your senior year?
2002.
Oh, wait. Okay.
One. Yeah, you're not really. You're not that guy.
No.
Like I know how my school did this year in the.
No, not at all. In fact, I was shocked. I mean, the only way I know, and this is like when you know you're old, man, when you're as old as the athlete's parents. No, my one of my really good friends from high school, his nephew is like a heavily recruited player on the high school where I went. Like a kid I grew up.
Yeah.
I knew this kid when he was 2, and now he's like a 6'4" pass rusher.
It all sucks.
That's where I'm at. That's the only way I know what's going on.
It all sucks. 1 week from today, our PLE, we got a premiere live event at Cane Rosso.
Which one?
It's unknown. People are still talking about it.
Blessed.
They're trying to uncover. They're trying to translate it now with the Rosetta Stone
uniform.
What do you call the Gaston Avenue location?
The Garland one?
White Rock Lake.
Lake Highlands.
Lake Highlands is like the norther one.
Is this the Skillman one?
No!
I just said Gaston. 1 week from today, 11:30 A to 2:30 P. Or, you know what? We might just close down that Cane Rosso if things are going real fun.
You don't want to see us on a Thursday.
What's your favorite thing there, Clayton? Clayton says he eats something that I didn't know that existed.
Well, they only have it on the weekend.
It's only on Friday and Saturdays.
Oh, what is it?
Brisket lasagna.
Brisket lasagna.
And don't sleep on the breakfast pizza for lunch, folks.
It's great.
On brunch on the weekends.
It's great.
Oh yeah, wait a minute, Uncle Hotmail. Hey,
Let's do viewer mail until the Sirois show up.
Is this Lane Johnson?
And then if we have more viewer mail, we'll do it after the Sirois leave. How about that? Let's not leave them waiting.
It's never going to work.
I'm doing it. It's going to work. You challenge me. Kara emails. Remember we were talking about the, what was it, the lady cork? What was your thing? You jump on a trampoline, a lady on a trampoline.
Yeah, the pelvic floor.
Uh-huh.
They get leakage.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever. Kara says, listening to the weekly wrap-up this morning as I'm getting ready, I heard a missed opportunity when discussing a possible name for a cork for women on the trampoline, the Tramp Tamp.
Good.
Can't
I
wait
love
till
you
we get
from
a plumbing
Kara.
Sponsor.
Trampon.
The Trampon. Ooh.
Here we go.
That's nice.
Hey, it's Dan here. You tired of your trampoline being gushing wet every time?
It's a slip hazard.
Are you going through towels?
Like John Madden? Well, we got the Trampon. Let me hit you with a couple here. There's a theme that I'm going to go through. A lot of British stuff. So, first of all, heard from our good friend Joel, who is British. And he weighed in on a couple of different things. Why can I not find this? Oh, here it is. As a Brit, in response to your question last week of is it racist to wear fake bad teeth to a British event, which I witnessed, he said, I'd say no. Is it a dick move? Probably. But stereotypes exist for a reason. Not all Brits have bad teeth, but it's a fair few that do. It's because dental care is not covered for most adults on our national health plan. It is not covered unless it's considered a health issue.
Link to heart health?
Our friend.
That's interesting.
Our friend Totes, formerly of the Dallas Stars, one of the top photographers in the game in the area.
He's in the bubble.
He's also one of the 1% cool Aggies. He said, you mentioned, would it be racist to dress up as a Mexican with a sombrero and mustache while we were doing the British teeth thing? I said, well, what if I go to a deal here at Cinco de Mayo party and I'm shaking shakers? And he said, attached is a photo of me and some buddies from a country and western party we had at a college in the UK about 20 years ago. I think the picture's in there. Maybe? Totes 4th of July. Yeah, you can see it in there. Said, I'm the guy in the middle holding the toy gun. We rented these outfits from a costume store. It was not considered racist, but maybe would not fly over here. Wait. Okay. I'm reading two different emails here because one guy didn't want his photo posted. Yeah, so this is what this looks like. And I've heard of this before, too. July 4th parties in other countries where they dress up. You can see a guy here in a American foot. He's got a Florida State Seminole jersey and a helmet on. Mm-hmm. In the back, you've got women dressed as like high school cheerleaders.
What country is this?
England.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they do this over there. They dress like Americans. There's a whole bunch of options. You got a guy, I don't know, got people dressed like Baywatch.
There's a hot dog in there.
There's a guy, I guess they we do put the July 4th hot dog feeding on. So, yeah.
Not Tim Robinson?
The guy has a Raptors jersey on, though.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in this photo.
Well, the NBA is
but
America.
Apparently they do all dress up.
But it's Toronto.
I know.
And then let's see here. He says that his understanding is that the Brits drive on the left because of horses, swords, and lances. So as your question was the jousting thing. And that, I guess, is actually why they drive on the side that they do. It says if you joust, as most people are right-handed, as you approach on the left with the lance under right arm. Similarly, if you approach someone with a sword in your right hand, you're on the left side. So it is sort of horse and weaponry based in the end. And then my final British thing, this comes from Jay. I've been seeing this all year. I think this guy's actually Irish. But, we've made fun of a lot of different play-by-play this year in the NFL. And I kept seeing this guy on Instagram. And you'll hear soccer calls. We did this forever during Homer Call, right? It was the Latinos. But for some reason, it just seems like foreigners are better at play-by-play these days. This is a guy's call from Christian McCaffrey's second touchdown against the Eagles the other day.
He sends Bourne in motion, stumps his foot, gets the ball, looks to his right-hand side, steps up in the pocket, throws left instead. Touchdown Niners! Christian McCaffrey right on the G of the Eagles in the end zone. And in the fourth quarter, they retake the lead. San Francisco up 4, 23-19. And this battered, bruised, and banged up San Francisco team just won't take it lying down.
That's awesome.
Here's
I don't like it.
I love it, dude.
I don't like the act.
I think it sounds cooler.
I feel like he was playing soccer.
I know, and I don't even really, I don't love the Brits, folks, but this sounds just cool as hell to me.
It's soccer or nature. They're allowed
right?
They're allowed to comment
what he
on
said
those
was
things.
great.
Yeah, he's
the
wordsmith.
descriptive.
Given the
It's
recent
so
play-by-play
good.
we've played, that was awesome.
This is Cooper DeJean, one of Cooper DeJean's picks off of Mahomes in the Super Bowl.
Just a 2-yard loss in the end, but a 3rd and 16. Time for Mahomes to try and make some magic. A night where he's trying to establish his legacy. Steps his foot, has some RJ right, rushes out to the right-hand side, has a man down, throws the interception at the 39-yard line. Returning out to the numbers 25, 20. Cooper DeJean down to the 10, down to the 5. Touchdown Eagles! Cooper DeJean goes all the way across the formation, returns the ball. And the rookie has picked off the superstar.
That's incredible, dude.
Boy, it's just too distracting, the voice. Sorry.
But it's so descriptive, and it's
I know.
it's like you feel the moment.
Could you transcribe that and then put it into your AI thing and have Babe read it or Brad read it?
We can do anything you want.
We would know like what it would be like
it would
to
sound
have like actual what's going on.
This is my British report for the week.
Dear Genie of the Gina. Last month we had my dog cremated. The ashes came back in this bag. On it says, "Until we meet again at the Rainbow Bridge." I, too, had never heard of this Rainbow Bridge shit. Do we reunite with our pets in heaven? Sounds a little gay for the Bible. Consult Blake. My leaders are Dan's lipstick on a pig approach to personal hygiene and Jake criticizing him for it after he takes a sip from his pee bottle.
Yeah.
And naturally, Sarah's Hepaluptops. Thank you, God, for smashing the slider to the right on that pair. I also have one regarding Ted Emmerich, which the subject line is Ted the new Bob? It's from Jared.
Ted slander coming from a Jared.
Listening to last week's Brandon Aubrey show, I noticed that Ted, when given the floor to ask a question, utilized his Sturm-esque questioning, installing the word obviously twice, and clocking in an impressive 1 minute and 20-plus second question. Is Ted the new Bob? He says obviously, and I didn't believe him. And I'm still not sure I believe him. So I cut the audio myself, and we're going to find out about a length of question. And if indeed this does surpass the 1 minute mark, okay?
That's the forbidden number.
So we've got a timer here. And let's just see how this goes. All right. I think this starts, though, with me talking, kind of introducing Ted to Brandon Aubrey. He's the lead announcer on that. And when Brad Sham is out, he has filled in for Brad Sham in the past, too. Just so you know.
Big shoes to fill there.
Not just some schlub sitting here on our couch.
Yeah, right. No, I'm just hanging out, Brandon. No, it was
me too.
It was a complete joy to call those games this season. Obviously, I think of all those. You're talking about the kicks that you missed there. I mean, I think of the kicks that you made, especially week 2 against the Giants, and regulation and overtime, and just what a thrill it is for a broadcaster. Like, you want to do a moment like that justice, and you know that any time that you are a part of a game, like we know that the calculation is completely different compared to most teams. Like, oh yeah, they are already in range. Like, this is a possibility, and that's the awesome thing about again, keeping in mind the NFL record, right? And all of that is always a possibility. So it's a pleasure to call those games and those moments. I am really curious if you saw, I'm sure you did, but of course, Tyler Loop with the Ravens and the way their season ended. Just as a kicker, what goes through your mind, how you process that? Obviously, it's not you, and I mean, you probably shudder to think of all that. But I'm curious, what enters your mind when you see something like that play out?
Yeah, that was heartbreaking to watch. He's been fantastic this season. It's the situation you fall asleep dreaming of.
We got a minute 22.
Yeah, Jared nailed it.
That's all right, because what we have here is the time to beat.
Yeah.
Like, is this the longest question in Dumb Zone interview history?
Because
Ted is a member of the Dumb Zone.
That wasn't all.
Ted is not like a guest.
Most of it was like, hey, it was awesome to call your games. The Tyler Loop question in itself was not that long.
I mean, it's all part of it, right?
Yeah, I mean, you want it to maybe feel like a conversation to use the Bob defense, but when the other guy's going, yep,
I like it.
Yep, like it's
started out real Liam Cohen-esque.
Like it's the Oscars music. Are we still rolling?
Our boys are here.
Okay.
Oh, our boys are here?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Well, then let's
do the
last
last one with them. The last quick one I have.
Okay. Because I have more.
Oh, yeah.
I promised.
Oh, yeah.
I got a couple.
I promised we'd wrap around.
We screwed this whole thing up.
You screwed it up. Anyway, we're going to welcome the Sirois twins with their little buddy, Danny. Because, we've been picking games with these guys all year long.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it is time for D's Picks.
Yo, what's up, Shotty?
Yes, you know them from Cirque Du Sirois. It is a YouTube program / podcast. It's hard to describe, right? What do you guys say whenever, hey, what do you do? Mike, what do you do for a living? I'm at a party. I'm meeting you for the first time. What do you do? Answer this question. All right. First of all, do you mute?
Unmute.
Do you unmute?
I'm unmuted now.
All right.
I say, have you ever heard of The Ticket? I kind of work there.
Okay, you start with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so, you work there?
Yeah, and then we just talk about that.
Sounds like your new Patreon.
I've struggled with that. I don't know. I say I do. It's hard to say I do it. I'm a fucking YouTuber, right?
Yeah.
Is that the answer?
Yeah.
And I don't say it like that. Not that word. Yeah, I say I do.
I've been going with broadcaster.
Okay.
And he's just been nailing chicks.
Oh yeah. I met a real cute one yesterday at the doctor's office.
Yeah.
I think we have a lot in common.
Hey, can I do one quick
Yeah,
viewer mail here real quick to wrap up, because I think Cash may be able to actually help us with this. So we were talking about all the gifts that Kareem got on his farewell tour. And LeBron's patch, his little special 23rd season patch that he made up for himself.
He's humbled by that. He did not make it up.
Totally humbled by that. Yeah. And whether, what teams are going to do when they know it's LeBron's last year, because he's going to want the full rollout. And I was telling these guys that when I went to Texas A&M, the second that the game ended, it was in Austin, obviously, there was a clip played of Mike Elko, A&M's coach, puffing his chest out at a press conference going, it's pretty clear that Texas A&M is now the premier program in the state of Texas. And immediately, Tyler, the Creator, the rapper, they just had a clip of him like it was a TikTok type thing, was like, psych! And they just started playing Texas clips. The crowd goes crazy. Elko's still on the field. The game wasn't even over. It's like 10 seconds left in the game, and they're just putting videos up of A&M's head coach trolling him. So Travis's idea, this is where Cash comes in. LeBron's last game in Dallas, they started out, it's real special, and then you get I Show Speed or Tyler, psych, and it's just all 8 points he scored in Game 4 of the finals.
Oh, legend.
And the rest of the misses, and from there it's just Dirk highlights from the finals, them coughing.
See, college is different, right?
I mean, honestly, I couldn't freaking
Pros
believe
would never do that. Yeah,
most colleges. Texas, I was surprised, but you're right. Colleges will do it, but pro teams, no. But
CDC will do that.
It would be awesome though if one team was like, yeah, well, you didn't do it to us.
If the Mavs hired Chris Del Conte, we have a chance.
Yeah.
And by the way, I'm back too. You hire CDC, I'm back.
You're back in on the Mavs.
I'm totally back in. Yeah.
All right.
I think LeBron might laugh at that, right? I know he doesn't laugh at himself too much, but if he's just on a sea of rocking chairs and golf clubs and gifts, I think he might be like, all right.
Maybe. I kind of imagine him sitting there like Trump at the correspondence dinner whenever Obama was making fun of him. Like, yeah, I'm going to make you pay for this.
It might be not aligned what you see outwardly with what was going on inside him.
Yeah.
That would drive him absolutely bananas.
And it would be awesome.
That would be great.
Well, we're delaying the inevitable here, folks.
We're talking picks. We're wrapping things up. And
there's a reason that Hail Marys don't always work.
No, so it did turn out that the Dumb Zone beats Cirque Du Sirois in picks this year. And there will be a payoff. We can talk about that. But I wanted to know your because I can't. I'm trying to think of our strategy. So when we fell behind and Cash just rubbed our noses in it, it really hurt us. It really hurt us, Cash.
Yeah.
When we fell behind, we had the strategy of let's do a triple play, and it blew up in our face. We lost all of the games.
Yeah,
it was a 9-game devastation of blood. Oh, and it was the Cowboy game. We were doing a live stream.
Brandon Aubrey told us not to do it, and it was the game that eliminated them from the playoffs. So it could not have gone more poorly.
Right, and I thought that was it for us. And then the next week, we did turn it around. You know, I don't want to say it was totally me and my 8-2 record.
Well,
because it may have been 1-19 that got us into that predicament. As maybe. But I don't think we had a strategy then, right? Did we just say, let's just do whatever?
That's kind of my thing always.
But that week we didn't have a strategy. But then I wanted to get inside the Sirois' heads for what was your strategy last week? Because certainly you guys were talking and trying
Hail
to.
Mary. Called freaking try something. It's called we're screwed.
I know, but what was this Hail Mary? You don't just say run anywhere. You go, okay, well, you run here. What was there a plan going in? Because you certainly did a triple play. And it hit.
Yeah, there was two like levels of it. The first one was for whatever reason, and trust me, I understand how next year or whatever these standings could be completely upside down. Dan dominates. Jake and I are dead last. Like, I get it. But for whatever reason, I've been better off in picks than these guys this year fairly consistently. So we're like, screw it. I'm picking the triple. I love that Indiana game. And it was pretty easy to convince them to be like, all right, let's go all in. We're effed if we don't all hit our triples no matter what. So phase one was, especially because it was a Friday game, we're like, screw it. We're all going triples on Indiana, and we liked the pick. And then we hit that. But you guys had so many games in hand. You had 9 games in hand just on the triples. It's like, even at that point, we're screwed. So the plan after that was for Cash to consult ChatGPT and AI and ask them the best way to attempt to close this gap. And Cash,
I love
take
this.
Through that 7 hours.
I love this.
If you guys had any idea,
you should have seen the presentation that was emailed. I quit reading it after about 5% of
Dude,
it.
but hold on. I just want to say I respect Cash doing this because Dan will call me and it's after the show. I'm like not really thinking about it. He's like, well, do you think we should do this or do this? And in my head, I'm like, that is a complicated math question. I feel like I need to see it on paper. What are the outcomes that are possible if we do this, this, and this, and they do this? And I would kind of try to bumble through it. And I thought the only way I'm going to figure this out, if I want to, is ChatGPT. Like, it's going to take that. So I'm glad you were on the same thought.
the little duck paddle under the water thing on Sunday was so chaotic as I spoke. I'm actually looking it up right now to see if I can see the questions that I wrote and the information that I got back. But what ended up happening was that we got to the point to where it's like, now we didn't strategize on what we were doing outside of triple all Indiana. And then you guys had put your picks in, and Mikey and Danny had put their picks in. And so I was just like, well, that's all the data right there.
Yeah,
so
it doesn't really work by yourself. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the thing, is that what we quickly found out was that it's virtually impossible for us to win in any way, shape, or form. Now, the nice thing was that there was 2 outcomes that were possible, and so that's how I picked my games. One of which meant that I had to take the Rams against everybody. But dude, yeah, we tried to figure out the unfigurable.
It was so thorough that even ChatGPT started hating your guys' team. Like, it started saying,
"What's with these guys?"
If Dan did this and Jake does this, like, they were using you by name. It was kind of amazing.
I love it.
Fellow guys, go ahead.
Because Danny and Mike match on every game. Your pick only matters if you choose to 1, force a 3-0 or a 2-1 majority shift. Create a triple for your own team that changes leverage. Or C, triple the Packers.
This is what it's for, dude. This is what I use it for. And these guys get on to me, but like, here's an example. I coached girls soccer last session. They all have to play a certain amount. Some of them are really good. Some of them aren't. And I want ones to play more. And I would ask it, here's the names. how can I rotate these girls to keep these ones get their minimum time, but play with these ones, and it would give me a lineup card.
So you're not going with your gut?
No, that's what I'm saying.
What about momentum?
It's the year.
Yeah. Do you ever ride the hot foot?
Hot foot.
So we've got some decisions to make here. I don't know. Whataburger delivered food to us today, boys.
I saw that.
They've got the Monterey Melt. They've got the chicken fajita wrap.
Oh,
that's the best thing on the menu.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Oh, Jake.
And at least right now, Whataburger, big fans of your boys. And at one point, there was a conversation about a 24-hour sort of situation involving Whataburger. We've seen it with like Waffle House. Is that something we want to investigate?
Probably, but probably more off the air talk, because now what if Whataburger doesn't end up wanting to do it?
Well, that's why we asked him at the start.
Okay, yeah. He said we'll talk.
Hold on.
He was like,
we got to figure out phase one. Who's doing this? Because there was a lot of talk about the dead last person.
Yep.
Replacing the number one person on the losing team.
Yeah, it's not
And
happening.
I don't think Dan or I should get to vote in that scenario, but you four maybe decide what you think about that. And that obviously is
you can't
attached
decide
to
that post. That was never decided pre, so I don't think we could decide it post.
During.
I let me leave my eyesight.
I've said the
100%
whole
with
way.
Cirque on this. The way these
I've
guys
said
did this
the whole way.
was complete horseshit, and it drives me crazy.
Whole way.
I hate
Thank
it.
you.
I hate the way they but now we're here and they're just like, oh, well, that never happened.
Yeah.
It makes me want to break out and hide.
Yeah.
They
To
were
be honest-
the ones who brought it up,
Yes.
brought it up all year, and then it didn't work out the way they wanted. And they're like,
I never
oh.
brought it up. I
You
absolutely.
literally are the one that brought it up.
You can find audio of me saying we shouldn't do that.
6 weeks after you said we should. You both did. It was his idea. Then you were like, that makes a lot of sense. We're going to have to keep it competitive somehow. We don't want anybody to get too far gone. And then you just never brought it back up. It was introduced as like, this is a good idea. The same as waffling on the payoff. This is why we sit here today. And if we vote, I vote with them. Dan should do the payoff. Mike should not.
Well.
Wow. This is hot.
That's just my vote. That is what, I mean, we
I guess
brought
that's
it
what
up.
they do. No, and I remember saying this too during the season. I guess that's how they do things with teams. When you have a team, in the NFL,
They don't unless someone says,
Hey,
this
wait.
is the way we're going to do it.
Dak had a really good year. He can go join the Steelers for the playoffs now. The best player on the Cowboys. That's why Brandon Aubrey's kicking for the Broncos this year.
I thought it was weird as shit too. That's why there's only two guys
That's
in
why
this
I
entire
said
game
no.
that proposed it.
I said
two guys.
no in
There's
the
6
beginning.
players, 2 guys. No, you didn't. You carried it for
Prove it.
weeks and weeks and weeks.
Prove it, not a guy.
Listen, I'm just saying, you guys did this. You created the confusion. You waffled on it.
Prove it, but you can't pay an intern to do it.
I don't need an intern. I got the robot. But
You have to do it
listen,
naturally.
I haven't had a suggestion all year. So none of this can be held against me. It was Blake's
It's
idea.
never your fault.
Dan supported it. We introduced it to them in the same way that when we started losing, you guys were like, I don't know about the payoff. Should we go back to stand-up comedy? We never even settled the goddamn payoff. That's
What if we just start anew? We do a new season.
Okay.
It's fine with me.
I like
it. 3 weeks. No.
We start with the Sony Open.
So you guys
How about
let us know when you want to do whatever payoff you come up with, and if none of you want to do it, it's fine. It doesn't fucking matter. Well, just whatever. Then we'll just be done.
Brand new payoff where the loser has to watch 12 hours of Bret the Hitman Hart matches.
With time served, so you're already at
Time served.
11.5 hours.
I want to go back to
things I love. The Hitman.
What about
Trust me,
Soroy's
I can't
idea
watch-
from the middle of the season where the losers have to join the Marines?
Was that a mid-season
Yeah, whenever
suggestion?
they stormed out.
I hear ISIS hiring.
That's the 1 week we were up.
Get the Cirque, Cirque.
Yeah, 1 month with ice.
Customs de Sirois.
All right, so are you suggesting that we're just
Here, let me settle this for you. The three of them will do the payoff, and I will do it with them. Whatever it is, whether they choose stand-up comedy, whether they choose 24-hour stream,
That
whether
doesn't
they
seem
choose
right.
Whataburger, I'll just do it with them.
I thought we
carry
would
the
all contribute.
Well,
but-
what you guys have contributed is mucking the shit down into this fucking problem we have now.
Well, we've made lots of fun. It's been fun all year long because of us.
Well, fun. I'm gonna make you smoke this whole pack of fucking cigarettes right now. You guys had fun all year, and now we have no payoff. We have nothing planned. Well, we can't really know if Whataburger works because we never decided. So, whatever they decide, I will do with them.
I will say that all this indecision also confused my picking all year.
That's right.
I'm not allowing
That's why
that.
Cash was
that's
rattled.
That's nonsense.
I just was
Cash
never
was-
comfortable.
I thought
with my
we had whittled it down to either stand-up comedy or a 24-hour broadcast.
Yeah.
And if we do a 24-hour broadcast, we could also work out like if it is a Whataburger deal, we could lessen that time with possible eating challenges.
Yeah, I think that's the tie-in to kind of localize the Waffle House thing is whatever it is.
Okay.
Whataburgers an hour or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
We have to
Let's
make it.
talk about that.
Yeah,
If Whataburger's down, the three of us, me, Danny, and
So we'd
Cash,
have to still have a cap on. Well, it has to at least go like whatever hours.
Yeah, I would think like
15 or
15
whatever.
or 16, right? Like if you eat 8 burgers, you can get it down to 16. But
Something like that.
God.
I think below 15, it would kind of be like, you don't just unless you want to eat 24 Whataburgers and take a camera to the bathroom with you or something. But yeah, 15, 16 hours.
Can you eat 24 Whataburgers in 1 hour?
I mean, if you can.
Yes.
So this would be happening at a Whataburger?
What? That's the theory. Yeah. That's the whole theory of like the Waffle House challenge. You don't just eat waffles at home.
Is that even possible?
Well, we have a Whataburger connection. Yeah.
I mean, I think before we even answer the question, then they need to say yes to that.
Right.
With
No, this is
Stillman.
all still table talk. And that's all we did all year, and that's what Jake's criticizing us for.
But the Whataburger thing was brought up. Mike knows about this
Yeah.
earlier in
Yeah.
the year of us looking for a place to do the 24-hour thing publicly.
Right.
Yeah.
So they're aware.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Danny.
What's easier on the loser? 24 hours eating hamburgers and onion rings, or 5 minutes being uncomfortable in front of a bunch of people at Hyenas?
I feel like that's a guy who thinks he'd go crush.
No, that's a guy that would love to just get it over with and bomb, and not.
I'm kind of
stuck in a Whataburger for a day.
Wait, what are you leaning towards, Cash?
I'm leaning toward the stupid effing comedy.
What's
freaking
going on
hysterical
here?
comedy.
All I did preseason was tell you how this was a better idea, and you guys are like, no, can't do the comedy thing.
And this is while
all I did
I
was
agree.
pitch that
I've
idea.
liked it the whole time. And what happened?
I
what
said
this
it was
is
better. We can promote it.
And I'm not going to blame Cash though, because Cash is running under the rules that your regime has allowed to fester.
That's right.
The only
That's
reason,
right.
oh man,
He sat in that chair all year and
I
just
know.
watched us. Yeah.
He could have said
Yep.
something, and then he
every
didn't.
week I would say, "Is this the week we're going to finalize the payoff?"
You
go,
can't
"Well,
prove that.
We'll get to it next week.
Find the audio.
I agree. I think stand up is great. I think whether you get into the discussion of
Does it have to be anonymous, or
does
do
it
we
have
set
to
up
be
a thing?
anonymous? Because if it's your whole Cirque and DZ crowd, it doesn't hit quite the same.
Right.
But
I thought you got the reason that Cash at least said months ago that he wanted to do a 24-hour thing is I thought because that would draw eyeballs to your channel and all that.
Yeah,
The loser would have to do it on your channel.
No,
Right.
I don't know
No,
if we ever
we're
agreed to
ditching
that.
part.
That's the point. And also, months ago, Cash didn't think he was going to lose.
We don't have to agree.
what month
I'm
was
not
that?
saying we need it on our channel.
Buddy, that one's been pretty
in
in the
last
bar
place.
for this. There was no
On the
real
blocks, man.
Your
gonna kill
perspective
you
should have
guys
been the
next year.
same. Looking up.
Slaughter you guys next year.
So,
Well, I'm glad we've
is
settled this.
Is a 24-hour stream on our search, all of our stuff in our studio. That's an option, right?
Would you guys say that?
It
Yeah,
doesn't seem
yes,
that bad to me, but
whatever
yes.
they want to do.
Yeah.
And could Whataburger deliver food that we could get out by eating
No, wait.
Feels
I don't. I think.
What's in it for them?
Yeah.
Whataburger. We're gonna be talking about Whataburger on the most.
Yeah, but dude, if we
insane
do
stream
it,
ever.
if we do it at the store, and in my thought here, that we're doing like a road kit broadcast, like you're doing a show the whole time at the Whataburger, and people can go see you. So that's why I think.
Do they have the ability to do that? Do you guys do? Can you do a road show?
But you could do.
Not really.
We have to outsource it, but yeah, we can.
Clayton and I have it priced.
Mm-hmm.
Clayton, I thought was the happiest guy of all. We didn't lose.
I know. Blake, you just got me out of this whole thing.
You don't have to
and now
stay
you're
there
like
the whole
throwing
time.
me
You're
out.
supposed to set it up.
Jake is
24 hours.
installing
You can set it up,
Whataburger
Mannequin
as
can
this
run it.
place. These guys are saying Clayton will be there. Like everybody, we don't know any of this stuff. It's all
We
tabletop.
would have known it had we asked months
Next year,
ago.
just let him decide what he wants the game to be, and then we can do this next year.
Thank you. That would work great.
Let's circle back.
He wins a
next
couple
Thursday
of games.
and we'll
All
really hammer this out.
Double or nothing? Is that what you're going for here?
People will ask you, what do you miss about working at the ticket? And it is this. It is nobody being able to make a decision.
Guys that suck.
Everybody being like, I don't want to be the one who makes a decision. What if people are mad at me about it? And me having to be like, fuck all this. This is what we're doing. Burn the boats.
I desperately
we need your leadership, that hand on the helm, man.
Seriously, this could have. So
I desperately
we'll
did
talk
not
next
wanna
week
do-
at this time.
Of course, it was a fun. Like we made it fun throughout the year, and then you just upset.
Put
about
out the
that.
fire.
You're upset about that at the end. That everybody had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Let's go
right,
double.
that's
Let's
the
go
cat
double or
in you.
nothing on. Double or nothing on the MLB.
The MLB.
Yeah.
Well, we will
All right,
be
well,
out.
we lost.
We're going out
We
to
owe you a payoff.
Brewers spring training. Can we talk about that?
Yeah.
So we're going to know a lot about the MLB.
Yeah. We're going to be in with our NL team.
I went on
in Phoenix, February 14th to 21st.
I was on like Brewers.com last night, looking through the 40-man roster, seeing like
we have a Jackson Churios autographed baseball over there.
God, that would be such a pain in the buns listening to Jake pontificate for 5 minutes for 6 months on why he's triple playing the Mariners.
Third time through the order, it looks like Kansas City. God,
that should be the payoff.
You have to bet baseball.
Yes. No. How about this? You have to watch baseball.
Yeah.
Settle down.
Little report. Insanity.
Here's your payoff. Watch one entire payoff game, baseball game.
One baseball game?
No.
How many beers or hot dogs an inning to get you out of it? Like you're just looking at what do I got to do?
You got to score it too.
Oh, you have to go to it?
Yeah, you got to go to it and score it in the crowd.
Oh, man. I thought you meant just
man.
on TV at home.
All right, how about that, though?
What if you had to go to a baseball
whole
game
series?
and you can't have your phone with you or anything? You just have to be at the baseball game.
Raw dog a baseball game.
Yeah, raw dog.
All three of us have to raw dog. Okay, one game would be fine. I was going to say, to be fair, a series, but that's not a nightmare. A 3-game set.
Oh God, driving out there.
Nice 1 o'clock on Sunday. Little 105.
No.
Oh, good. Another one.
You think Sean Bass
how about
likes
that
this
for a payoff?
conversation?
Yeah, Friday through Sunday. You have to be there for batting practice. Batting practice to final pitch.
Okay, hold on.
Is that a good payoff? A 3-game series.
That's
Cash and I are about to say the same thing. If we're there for batting practice, if any of the three of us catch a BP home run,
Yes, you're out.
we insta kill the whole bet and where we can go.
Yes.
At any point, you catch a home run ball or anything.
That's
you're
pretty
out.
good. Yeah.
So you run over
The
a kid.
whole bet's over?
Yeah. Do what
Three
you got to
idiots
do
with
to
our
get a ball.
gloves 3 hours before the game.
Yes, you have to catch it. It can't be like it bounced off a
Right.
kid, it's on the floor, and then you pick it up.
Yeah.
Clean catch.
You have to clean catch.
This is great.
I don't
And
hate this.
it has to be on video.
There's going to be listeners there watching.
So
You're
you got to
doing
have
opening
Cash.
day.
You're going to have somebody with you.
Jesus,
Well,
this
now
is a
Cash
lot.
isn't allowed to have his phone, though. He's raw dogging.
A lot of people at BP today. What's going on? It's fake sports spot out here. And
Who are those three old men with gloves out in left field?
The crazy look in their eye.
That's like
and then they're so beaten. They're so beaten when batting practice is over.
Day 3, they're like, I guess give it a shot. They haven't been close the first 2 days.
Would a good bet payoff be? You have to go to every game until you get.
Okay.
Until you catch a batting. You're allowed. Okay, no.
That's too much.
Hold on. You're allowed
shit.
to leave after batting practice, but you have to go to batting practice
until you get a ball.
And every game until you catch a ball.
Oh, running over kids?
They're in left field for a righty, and then a lefty comes up and they sprint over to right field.
So it could be, it could be.
Guys working off both those. So
this could be over in 1 day. This could be over in 30. There'll be a cap, right?
Oh, my God.
We put like a 30-day cap on it or something.
It's not unlimited effing games. We'll agree to go to one weekend series, all 3 games, all right? We'll get there early. If at any point we catch a BP home run catch or a foul ball or a real home run, anytime we catch a ball live and play, which I've never done in my life.
And you're bringing your mitt.
Yeah.
We're bringing our mitts.
3 guys bringing their mitts.
Bro, I will.
So we either stay for all 3 games in full BP to final pitch, or we catch a ball and we instantly get to go home.
Yeah, that's really good.
I like that.
It's really good. And people are going to go to the games. Like, people are going to want to sit with you guys and be there to support their boys.
Okay, if any of them, as our champions, catch a BP home run, does that count?
No.
Absolutely not.
No.
A big Cirque fan?
This isn't
They
the
can create a
Savannah
shield,
Bananas.
but yeah.
Well, you could send out dumb zone warriors to prevent us.
Or, you know what?
We
This-
want you guys to
That would be
succeed.
funny.
This is it's a weekday bit, right? Because then they could come on the show the next day, tell us about the thing. All right, well, go out
Yeah,
there
I thought
again
we were doing
tonight.
I thought the funny part was doing the Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and having it go on Sunday afternoon.
Sunday afternoon is very funny to me. I
So
feel
we
like we
can-
could get the full report.
We could celebrate Juneteenth on Friday, June 19th, the opening of a 3-game set against the mighty San Diego Padres.
All right.
June 19th, 20th, and 21st. And then the Sunday game is a 1:35 start.
You could also look ahead to September and maybe everybody will forget about it.
Why do you think that's bad? I kind of think Sunday afternoon games are great. Then I'm home.
They probably won't have on-field BP for the Sunday game, so that's a positive.
Oh, that's a negative.
That's a negative.
Yeah, that means you guys got to stay the whole game no matter what.
I just
Yeah,
think
we wanna
if
get
you've
that-
already been Friday and
We're not going to
Saturday,
catch a ball.
you get
Yes,
home
I
from
think we might catch a ball.
You get home from the game Saturday night at midnight, 12:30, and you're like, I gotta be
I
back.
got to turn this around.
I just think that sounds like the worst. The
Like
worst
they're getting
part.
a hotel.
You guys have a discount code for that hotel?
Yeah, we guys just stay in Arlington.
And you have to sit in different sections. You got to spread out to increase your chances.
How are we ending with like not the payoff that either one of us
This
had
is
in the
fun.
beginning?
Because
Yeah,
you
this
guys
is-
left it open. That's why.
All right.
And look at what it resulted
It's
in.
great
Yeah, this
results
is
for everyone.
Yeah,
I love it. We'll pick the dates, but this is very fun.
This is our advertisement for baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And Whataburger.
Going to a game.
It's going to be baseball.
Well, it all started with watch one game.
Right.
They were like, no, that's too far. What else?
All right, well,
good times,
guys,
boys. Thank you so much.
Great times. Great to
Dan, look.
Great to meet
Look
you.
what I found in my closet. As per.
Oh, wow.
You have a Rainbow Bridge
And-
thing.
The funny thing is, I have no effing idea what pet this is.
It looks like it's a
think
bunch
my
of
mom-
ashes.
Yeah, I think a cat, one of my mom's cats died, and she gave this to me. A cat I met a couple times, and it's been in my closet for fucking years.
Well, maybe when you go to the ballpark, you'll be there early. Sprinkle it on the mound.
Okay.
Or
now the pitcher's mound.
Or agree
And then throw away the thing on the way out.
agree to eat the ashes now and get us out of all of this.
Yeah, if I snort this whole thing, we knock it down to a 2-game set.
Mikey snorted a cat. We're out.
It's in the fine print.
All right, guys. Good talking to you.
Well,
Good dudes.
Good
See ya.
times.
Support our Patreon.
Cirque Du Sirois, Tuesday nights, Thursday nights, 8 p.m.
Hell yeah.
tell them more about the Patreon, Mike.
Yeah.
Hey, we met
Look,
Aaron
just-
Kelly of Aaron Kelly Legal.
What?
He's a bulldog legend.
She
We got in
is,
trouble.
Yeah, what'd you do?
dude. That's for her to know. That's it.
Privilege.
All right, guys.
Later.
Good times.
Bye.
Fell off a roof.
Let's pump up Lucy.
Indeed. Lucy, that is my preferred nicotine pouch. It's the only one in the game for me. The rest of them, once you go Lucy, you cannot go back. It, of course, is a nicotine pouch. Lucy.co/dumbzone. Promo code dumbzone will get you 20% off your first order and free shipping. They got a 30-day refund. Maybe pop one in the afternoon, little pick-me-up. Maybe you're looking to relax in the evening. Maybe you're at basketball practice or soccer practice with your children who do not listen and you want to chill out. Get that Apple Ice 8 milligram breaker. That's what I do. They've also got the
gum.
You go
8?
Bro. Yeah, eight's mid, my friend.
All right.
One of the things about Lucy that makes Lucy special is they've got 12s. Not everybody in the game's got 12s. They've got 12s. So if you want a little higher milligram dosage, but they got the 4s, they got 8s, they got it in gum, they got it in breakers. If you want a little extra flavor in there, Lucy.co/dumbzone. I subscribe and save. They send me a little sleeve every single week. It is Lucy.co/dumbzone. 20% off and free shipping.
Oh, where's my audio? Let's see. Gosh darn it.
I'll read it. It's okay. And here comes the fine.
And here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning: this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical.
Oh. Okay. Back to this. Lovely.
Bump, bump, bump.
Hey everybody, it's time to answer some of today's viewer mail.
Womp.
Yeah, we're back to viewer mail. I told you we'd go back to it.
You did.
You didn't believe me.
Can I do one real quick?
Yeah.
Aren't you guys both Grease guys?
Yep.
So
It's the word.
I can't play the song, obviously, because of we've learned. I think they're one of the more litigious ones. But this comes from Chris. He says that there's a Capital One commercial with John Travolta. He's done a bunch of them. He was Santa in some of them, but there's one where he's singing Greased Lightning. CK shaking his head. He's seen this, but he skips one line. Are you guys telling me that like Travolta was singing about chicks creaming in Greased Lightning?
Yeah. You want to watch it now?
No, I don't. But I thought this was like a.
In the 50s, they would do like a. They would just euphemism you, but they were doing the same stuff they're doing now.
It feels very skeet,
yeah.
Right? And that you say that on the radio, and then everybody's like, "Oh, I don't know what it means, whatever." But I mean, the chicks will cream. Just me. He's talking about teenage girls coming.
I think it rhymed with dream. Yeah.
Well, yeah, but there's a lot of options for dream. The chicks will cream doesn't have to be the obvious.
Do you think
answer.
there was some ambiguous, like it was possibly he was saying scream and people weren't quite sure, so they.
And it does sound like that kind of because it's the chicks cream,
right? I think
I heard that
not
lyric.
as overt. They were able to slide it by.
Yeah. I had no idea. I don't know why. I assume wholesome content, and I'm like, is this a parody? No, he's just saying the chicks are cream. They're gonna be creaming everywhere. My car makes them come.
Yeah, it's a cool car.
Hey, speaking of football, Amy writes an upset email about the Knockout League. At some point, are you dingleberries going to address the Knockout League? Is it somewhat of a douchebag move that you guys have been back for almost 2 weeks and made no mention of it? It is. Could the silence be because there are details still to be worked out, lawyers to be checked with, and or some other type of BS? Quite possibly. At minimum, could you have at least referenced that the Knockout League concluded over the break and you're working out the final details? Yes. Clearly, I would love some kind of an update. Yours in Christ, Amy.
It's a fair email.
We don't follow up on stuff well. But the Knockout League's over.
Mm-hmm.
So it ended in a tie, correct?
An 8-way tie.
An 8-way tie. So we just went to the end of the regular season. I guess we could have chosen to continue through the playoffs, but we didn't. That's pretty amazing, though. That
they all got knocked out.
All 8 got knocked out in the same week.
Oh, it's the very last week?
Yeah.
Okay.
or week
The
17 or 18.
Second to last week, I think. We were done. Last year, we did carry it through because there were two guys who kept getting it right and kept saying they wanted to keep going.
Okay.
In this case, everyone actually did get knocked out.
Okay, so once you're dead, that eliminated the league from happening. Okay. That's pretty amazing, though, that 8 people got that far, I think.
And it was a lot bigger this year than it was last year, so that is impressive. I mean, I don't know that I've ever made it past like week 4 or 5 in the 2 or 3 times I've done these. I don't know. Jack S.
Yeah, we're working on payment. We'll get you, Amy. Sorry.
Is she one of the 8?
I would assume.
Oh, okay. Maybe she's just somebody that wants to hear updates.
Maybe.
I think, dare I say, the last one I have is an ender. So if Blake, you want to hop in.
I got a couple here. One is from Jacob, who wants us. He says, I wanted to bring to your attention an interesting Razor impression. Okay, so this is from a Stars game at some point.
He's not spitting chiclets, but he's spitting blood, and he's trying to draw the attention of the referee. Hey, look, I just bled all over the ice. That should be a double minor. Hey, that is, he's not wrong. Wow. That's an injury.
He dropped the puck, just 2 minutes on the board for DeMello. Cleared all the way down, and those are usually no-brainers, and Duchesne and the Stars could not get that second minor stacked up.
Maybe it's like a karate man. Maybe he was bleeding on the inside, not the outside there. It was on the gums.
Left wing, the Stars set it up. And they're 1 for 2 on the power play. Chance number 3.
Karate man.
Okay.
Is this I believe this is a bit from Trading Places, a movie that I have not seen. Although it is on my list to catch up on as it keeps popping up in every book and documentary that I watch.
I'm not familiar with it.
I'm going to play this right now and see if this yields us any fruit. Trading Places, a very Canadian movie. It's Dan Aykroyd, right? It's a razor.
But dude had his payroll before I made my move. Tell us how you cut him. Yeah, I ain't cut him with no knife, man. But you told me last night you cut the dude. With these, I cut him. I am a chain belt in Kung Fu. Bruce Lee was my teacher. Watch this. What?
Eddie Murphy, obviously, doing karate. Let's fast forward a little bit here.
You was crying like a pussy.
Yeah.
That's cause it's when the cops fell, he threw tear gas in my face. And that's the kind of shit they use on crowds, man. I still walking in here like a man, so get out of my face, all right? I mean, you beating up on a man, you putting a man in the hospital, how come I don't see no marks on you?
Yeah.
Cause I'm a karate man, all right? Karate man bruised on the inside. They don't show their weaknesses.
Okay.
All right.
Now, you could
Very
say...
good.
Not that much of a current reference.
It's not a current reference. However, I would say that Razor somehow did an Eddie Murphy impression, and it didn't sound racist at all.
Yeah, no.
And it was Eddie Murphy doing a racist impression, and still, it just sounded normal. Maybe
Canadians can do that.
Bogorod, left wing side.
Right.
That's great.
Then I have one more. This from Anonymous. I was bored the other day after hearing Brady looked up Osa Odigizua on Wikipedia. I don't know if this is a Kim spin yet, but apparently his father is a school shooter.
Wow.
Well,
I'm sorry. I did not know this.
Go on.
The age is confusing.
Race as well.
Very.
That's our thing. Everyone's taking the white man's place in the world, huh? We can't even have school shootings anymore.
2002.
What is this?
Wow.
Killed 3 people.
Whoa!
At a law school.
Serving life in prison.
He was 43 years old at the time. Peter Odigizua, a Nigerian former student, similar to this thing we saw at like MIT and other school where there was shooting recently. It was like a former student. Odigizua first discussed his academic problems with Professor Dale Rubin, where he reportedly told Rubin to pray for him. He returned to the school around 1 p.m., proceeded to the offices of the dean, and opened fire. So this was a targeted shooting.
Okay, this isn't... Yeah, what were you thinking? So he was 43?
Mm-hmm. He was in law school, or some sort of professional school.
Yeah, 43-year-old school shooter. It's breaking all the rules. All the boundaries.
Dude, but so Osa was born in 98.
So he probably really doesn't really have a memory of his dad.
Not out on the outside. I mean, he's still locked up, but he's alive.
Do we remember that for camp next year? Make sure we ask him about it. Hey, here's a fun thing.
Maybe
your Wikipedia.
You just ask all the defensive linemen and act like it's a random. Oh wait, you just ask all of them. Was your dad a school shooter? Nope. Okay, we'll keep going.
Go ahead, do the ender.
Okay, so Blake told us a story the other day about him going to play pickup basketball with his buddies, and there was a gentleman there that he was hooping with who had Luka's tattoo. Not a Luka Doncic tattoo. He had Luka Doncic's exact tattoo on his body. The shading, the little pyramid eye, like the whole, he's got Luka's work on his body, which just sounds brutal because, again, if you ever met Luka and showed him, he'd be super creeped out, and that's really all you need to know.
Is it like, I've been thinking about this, like, what if somebody on TV you saw had a cool shirt and you wanted it?
The problem is I'm not saying that they are all this. Certainly in the world of tramp stamps and tribal, it's not this. But a tattoo is sort of a pretty personal thing, and for most people, it's like it's got.
This is my.
Maybe I can't explain it to you, but
my
for
quilt
me,
or whatever,
this is what I like. Yeah.
Whatever board,
your vision board.
Is this worse than the Morris twins having the same tattoos?
They have the exact same ones?
Yeah.
Like, would Luka be more weirded out if he had Luka's face on his arm?
No.
Or Luka's arm replicated on his arm?
I think the latter is always going to trump it.
Okay.
I really do. You might see the Luka face thing and think it's funny even. Like, oh, but if somebody else, because Luka probably looks at that and thinks, oh, it's my grandpa, my
yeah, okay,
lake in my hometown,
Yeah.
All right, so this is from Dominic. I traveled to rural Poland for a friend's wedding. The father of the bride was the mayor of the small town, and he could not have been nicer showing us around their small city. He housed us, home-cooked meals. They rolled out the slightly stained red carpet for the 8 or so Americans that made the journey. Gave us a trip we'd never forget in a part of the world we would have never experienced. Kind and generous people. The day after the wedding, we stumbled over to thank the parents and say goodbye. I was wearing shorts, and my abundant leg tattoos were apparent. Even though he didn't speak English, the bride's father became quite enamored with my legs and brought his daughter over to translate that he loved my tattoos and asked if he could take some pictures. My brain was melted with vodka, congealed meat, and pierogies from the night before. I didn't think anything about it. Rolled up my shorts a little, laughing awkwardly. Flash forward 3 months and I get this message on WhatsApp. Turns out her dad gets some Dr. This is the guy, if you watch on the screen. He has this sick leg tattoo that he said, he spent a lot of time on. His original artist was a great dude in L.A. that was guesting in New York City at a time. So this guy's like traveling to do work. He drew on my leg with a brush for hours before inking, and the experience was this beautiful process done by a kind human that I connected with on a spiritual level. Then Polish dad gets this Dr. Thunder-ass version of my clearly custom piece and sends it to him. It's kind of a knockoff. I was so defeated by this absolute Cleveland steamer the father of the bride took on my soul, but I supported her with a wow, cool, given the kindness I was showed.
It's the biggest form of flattery.
Imitation? Yeah.
Dude, but if this happened, imagine if your buddies found out. Like, oh, you got a little gay Polish daddy over there? He saw your legs, took a photo, came home, and like, if a guy's getting a tattoo like that, first of all, leg tattoos are a different deal. Guy probably has a lot of sex, in my experience. Those people have a lot of sex. Male, female, doesn't matter. This guy, this is a very abstract tattoo. There is zero chance that anyone else on the world would ever end up with that tattoo.
Potential mistake.
Yeah, it's different. And then some old guy in some countryside town in Poland is like, I like it. It's a cute tattoo on the American. I don't know how they talk. Anyways, there's my viewer mail.
All right.
How do they talk?
This week on Underdog, I was looking over at, by the way, Underdog, that's our Underdog Fantasy is our app that we use where you can do some picks. I'm looking at the Denver Broncos.
Are you a believer?
I am a believer, but I'm going anti-Bo on this particular
You're going lower.
Pick. I'm going lower on rushing. So he has rushing and receiving touchdowns, the same number as Josh Allen, 0.5. So do you feel like I'm making a good choice here? I'm going Josh Allen higher, Bo Nix lower.
I like it a lot. I like that one a lot. And that's just a way to make the games a little more fun for you when you download the app and use promo code DUMBZONE to score $75 in bonus entries. When you play your first $5, that is promo code DUMBZONE. That's how you get those picks there. You pick higher, lower on 2 players, and you make picks, you win money. I'm just going to read this, I guess, because I didn't prepare one. Must be 18 or older, 19 or older in Alabama, Nebraska, 19 or older in Colorado for some games, 21 or older in Arizona, Massachusetts, and Virginia, and present in a state where Underdog Fantasy operates. Terms apply. See assets at underdogfantasy.com/web/play and get terms_DFS_.html for details. Offer not valid in Maryland, Michigan, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania. Concerned with your play? Call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.ncpgambling.org. New York, call the 24/7 Hope line at 1-8778-HOPE, New York, or text HOPE, New York, 467-369. Nothing. It's nothing.
Are we prepared for today's news?
Prepared enough.
Here's Jake with the Dumb Zone News.
All right, so occasionally we get a story that just keeps on giving, and for me right now, this is the story of Evan Banda, the suspected Fort Worth arsonist. He was lighting cars, the Carsonist.
Nice.
There we go.
Very good.
Thank you.
Is that all
you just saw that happen.
I have a couple. That's not all he did, Blake. I have a couple of notes on this story because, as we mentioned, first we had somebody's lighting cars on fire in this neighborhood in Fort Worth. Then we started to see some Ring doorbell video. Then they caught the person. It was a 17-year-old, and they charged him with mischief and arson, criminal trespassing, and possession of child pornography. Like, okay, that's. And we sort of speculated about that, how that happens. And I got an email from a police officer. I'll read you on that front in a second. But before that, I'm on social media yesterday, and I see this post from the Fort Worth Police Department. Very, very weird, okay? This is from January 12th. And this is kind of an apology that I then was like, I'm sorry, you did what? I need to find that story. So I'm tracking the Fort Worth arson story. They put out this release. On January 6th, the Fort Worth Police Department became aware of a concerning video shared across multiple social media platforms. Officers immediately began investigating the origin of the video and determined it was initially posted on one social media platform before being widely circulated on additional accounts. The video depicted an individual wearing a hockey mask, delivering explicit threats of mass violence, stating intentions to kill indiscriminately and expressing a lack of regard for human life. The Fort Worth Police Department has reason to believe this video was developed overseas by an extremist hate group. So, they say, we continue to monitor and investigate this social media activity. Included in the threatening videos and messaging was a footage of Crowley Middle School. The Fort Worth Police Department, in coordination with the Fort Worth Fire Arson Unit, determined that the videos and messages threatening mass violence were connected to several videos linked to the 5 arson incidents in the south side of Fort Worth. So this is the video.
Many people will.
Looks very Mr. Robot.
Yeah. So what you have is a guy in a yellow hockey mask, Jason mask, and he's standing in front of a Nazi flag.
Cutting. We will be as cool as possible. We do not care about gender or age. We will not spare anyone.
Yeah, I got
Brit accent.
Many people will die.
Some sort of weird accent that I'm not totally sure if it could be real, could be fake. But they think this is the kid. He's standing in front of a Nazi flag. He's got a yellow Jason hockey mask on. It looks like he's holding a gun. So this video was out there, and then they solved the arsons, and then they are like, this is the same guy. Now, developed by a foreign extremist hate group, feels like we're probably doing some Stretch Armstrong there.
Yeah, but they said it came from overseas. Does that mean you can mask your IP?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know. My guess is like every single time that, no disrespect to the Fort Worth PD, but my guess is every single time something like this comes up, they think they're fucking Jack Ryan and they're solving an international terrorist plot because
it's a kid.
Because the kid had been to like ISIS.net before or something. But yeah, just a wild story.
Yeah, it's gotten a lot different.
So, all the news about your football team ain't been good news. The head coach, longtime head coach, and athletic director in Salina has retired. Bill Elliott. 33 seasons.
What have we been talking about there? Hazing?
His son. Yeah.
His son, whom... Are we into naked jumping jacks? Do I got the right story? Okay.
Yeah.
We talk about a lot of stories here.
Yeah, this one, maybe some people would call it used to be hazing, but...
Making the freshmen do naked jumping jacks?
Correct. The principal of the middle school where his son coached, she resigned because there was all these, there's a lot of allegations. The story is far from over. They're kind of trying to run a little bit of a double reverse here, where a couple of nights ago, the district, just with an eye to transparency and honesty, they hired their own outside firm to be independent. It's always funny to me because you're paying them.
Yeah. And you're still in charge of what you release from this report, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they get this outside investigator and all this outside counsel, and despite the fact that there are all these allegations that the son had a relationship with another student, or while the son was a coach, he had a relationship with a student who was a senior in high school at the time, and then they moved the son's job to the junior high. Despite all of the apparent firsthand witness accounts of people coming forward saying that they saw these things and that these things happened to them, their investigation found nothing.
Oh.
At all. They found that none of these allegations had any merit or any corroboration at all. But while we're here tomorrow, the guy who's the king of the city, who's been in charge for 35 years, is retiring.
What a coincidence.
And the principal, who's like 32, she's not that young, but she looks like she's in her, she ain't in retire from your job age. She's going to go ahead and bow out too. Nothing found.
Yeah. We're fine.
You hearing anything about this, Blake?
Yeah. Is this
really
big talk in the high school broadcast world?
Not broadcast, high school football world, yeah, but...
I mean, they're a powerhouse, Dan. They were once featured on like an MTV show. When I was a kid, they were one of the first teams I remember going to see that it was like special to see. It was Salina and Grand Saline in a playoff game at Pennington Field, and it was like, holy shit, man. This is like,
well, what if they're
this is their whole town.
What if you look at the record and don't question our process?
Yeah, I mean,
some people, how are the teams that wear clothes when they're doing jumping jacks? How are they performing?
Sure.
Let's take a look.
Take that
there
for
you
data.
go. Maybe there's something where we're trying to create. These guys now have emotional issues that they're taking out on the other team. Like, this is a long play. We're working this. We know what we're doing here.
Yeah. Would you like to bring up the standings for all the teams that didn't do the naked jumping jacks?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I don't see near as many championships next to their names.
Like I'm saying, this might affect them terribly, and they're going to be in therapy when they're older and stuff. But
those flags fly forever.
Yeah, they're going to love that. Team. We're building a team
Well,
here.
and you know what's funny?
The culture here is the best.
It's not funny.
Actually, the culture's not that great, but we win. You want a good culture, go play for the Cowboys.
It's not funny, but a lot of the people who are involved in this these series of allegations have got to be dudes in like their mid-20s now. So when you start to think about like victim motivation for coming forward, like it's just not exactly a group of dudes that normally, or a group of people that normally you're like,
yeah, they would not.
I'm going to make up that I got.
Yeah, I would probably
pretty embarrassed.
Let's
a lot
ignore
of times.
that.
Like,
yeah.
It's kind of courageous to come forward with it, you would think. But they're like, no, none of it happened. None of it happened.
That is their word right now.
Yeah, dude. I mean, it's not that
now,
long. It's only
now
3 or 4
is it only up
page
to
report,
them, or
but
does like the police department also be like, hey, I don't know, maybe
I don't
we
know
should
if
look
any of
into
these
it too.
charges have been made criminal or not. That I actually, I feel like at one point Salina ISD was doing like, or Salina the city was doing like it's fine.
Nothing to see here.
But at the same time, if nobody really wants to like press charges and do it criminally and go on record, then small town, man. That's how it goes. Boy, I don't know. I mean, how many of these grooming stories can we do?
What do you mean, like combing your hair? Or?
No, Chris Anthony. I don't know if you've ever wondered about these guys or not, but a Sanger ISD resource officer has been
Indians.
Has been arrested for engaging in an improper relationship with a student. 26-year-old police officer. You put him in Denton High School. He's all ripped, teed up.
I'm just
2 or 3 of the nights of the week he's out working the actual streets.
Did you have a cop at your school every day?
Yeah.
You certainly did that.
No.
Oh, you didn't?
Mm-mm.
Why? Just too
private
small of a school?
Yeah.
I don't remember it before high school.
Because I'm taking.
But by high school for sure.
That's. I don't know if I don't know if we did. It doesn't seem like we did. If we did, like if they checked in every day or something, they didn't make their presence known. Like now, it seems very overt.
Yeah, we got. I mean, they're basically a teacher.
Yeah,
You know,
like my
Nora
wife
knows
works
his
at the
name,
school and knows the cop very well, and
he knows all the
probably
parent-
too well.
He's cool. Yeah, I mean,
I hope
they're never ugly.
Yeah,
they always have a guy in there who's like a silver. He's just ripped. You know why? Well, I mean, this isn't going to make sense with a 26-year-old, but I would assume that that's like a good gig to do part of the time. Like it's chill, it's a fun environment. I would imagine you have to. I would think you would have to have some skins. What you don't need is cops in their 20s in high schools. You're too close to it.
Your T is too high. You should be out. Well, you got to. You're also going against these kids with high T as well.
I know, but
yeah, I don't know.
That scene ain't. Your high T is needed on the streets. But also, like, just if we're going to talk about our
you need
personal
someone that can
lives,
deal with a school shooter, right? That's the whole point.
in theory.
You don't want
it doesn't
them
seem like that.
Uvalde guys.
Yeah. Just if you think about like when I was in high school, whatever fear that there is, or I was at the forefront of it. Now it may be like, you got to remember 9/11, Columbine, all of the school shootings, bomb threats, that hit right when I got to the age of late junior high, high school. And they were like treating everything as if it was going to be this way forever. That's where we had to wear an ID physically around our neck at all times. There were guard shacks everywhere. There were cops.
Well, they've been right. I mean, it hasn't been like there's been no shootings.
No, I guess it's just become normalized maybe. Because I was there when they started is what I think I'm sure in like urban areas they always had cops.
I wonder if
we didn't have that, I promise you, 10 years prior.
Do you think that reaction to all of it has helped create more shootings?
I don't know. I mean,
that's a gummy thought.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
going to get back to that later tonight.
It's a good policy thought.
It's the old. Well, I don't know if this directly relates, but I remember we used to talk to Madonna about the hard hits in hockey and the cheap hits in hockey that he says wouldn't happen, and everybody says their previous part of their career was better. But he said that wouldn't happen previously because they didn't have all the big padding. Now that we have more padding and more protective gear, it's like that people feel better about cheap shots because you probably won't get hurt as much. When there wasn't face shields, you wouldn't have the sticks go up in the face very often.
It's kind of along the lines of why
we're always having a cop, and I don't know.
Well, people used to say like that's why
you're creating that atmosphere.
Having an enforcer negated hits on the better players, right? Like having two guys who would either just fight it, like that Gretzky always had a guy because.
Well, I guess you're creating that atmosphere that somebody should fight that guy.
Yeah,
because you're throwing him out on the ice. The Minnesota thing, right? We're creating this atmosphere of things are going to happen bad because
I can't remember if it's episode 1, but it's definitely in the first couple of my favorite TV show ever, The Shield. And it's because it was exactly what the sentiment in Los Angeles was at the time. But Claudette is talking to Dutch about Vic and his ways and the way the strike team does things. And she's like, if crime is down, nobody cares if some N or some S, meaning the Hispanic one, is getting their head kicked in over nothing. Like, the crime is down.
Mm-hmm.
So it's working. It doesn't really matter. It's a bleak perspective on life and law enforcement. But speaking of law enforcement, this is a little News Junior Viewer Mail Extra from our top-ranked Dumb Zone police officer, especially after Cristobal left the force. This is from Rick, 20-year cop. He said, in Texas, you become an adult for the purpose of criminal prosecution at 17. Said it's stupid.
For the purpose of criminal prosecution.
Yeah.
Do they have a different for the purpose of hanky-panky?
So I do. Here's what he weighed in on, because that 17-year-old Carsonist got arrested for child porn, and I said they probably just had a warrant and they found some photos of a girl that he's dating or something, hopefully, on his phone. He said, this is very common. There's an affirmative defense to prosecution that the person in possession of the material is within 2 years of the person depicted. So a 16-year-old can have naked pics of his 14-year-old girlfriend.
Is this is in the law? It's written within 2 years?
But a 16-year-old cannot have pics of a 10-year-old. He said, I don't know anything about this case specifically, but I bet Jake is right. The cops probably suspected him for arsons. Yes, that is the correct pluralization. Got a search warrant, found him. In general, you can charge someone with all the offenses you can prove, and then that gives prosecutors room to negotiate if they want to avoid trial. His leaders are scuba diving shoes. And from Rick. So there is what I would say in informative news.
The Dumb Zone News.
You are grading
Like
yourself as...
and subscribe.
I've done
That's
my
good
job.
news. Informative. Didn't say it was good.
If people are tuning out, that's not my fault. We're going to do some viewer mail birthdays.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Brought to us by Factor Meal.
Oh, heck yeah. Factor Meals. Speaking of New Year resis, that is definitely something that Factor can help you take care of. They're eating a little more healthily, eating a little more affordably. Factor customer for a long time. It's not like the other meal prep kits where they just send you like this massive trunk of ingredients. And you're like, what am I supposed to do with all this? With Factor, you pop that thing in the microwave for a couple minutes and you are good to go. We got a deal for you right now. Go to factormeals.com/dumbzone50 off. Use the promo code dumbzone50 off. That'll get you 50% off your first box plus free breakfast for a year. Offer only valid for new Factor customers with code and qualifying auto-renewing sub purchases. We've heard from people who have lost weight. They got high protein. You love that.
Love high protein
support. They got great veggies.
I could give you some protein, but not like Factor meals can, man.
Pro Factor. If you're looking to lose a little weight, save a little money, save some time, factormeals.com/dumbzone50 off. Video.
So, got a few emails today. Starting with Dear Brad Sham of the Clam. My leaders are KJ's Lily White Lawn Guy. We should get KJ on again. Why do you hate KJ?
Carte blanche, man. He can come on whenever he wants.
Leaders, KJ's White Lawn Guy. Blake's disdain for slapping a weak-ass single to right. Dan's conundrum when caller ID says William Pace. And TC. Please join me on January 15th, wishing a very happy birthday to my lovely bride, the official bisexual therapist of the Dumb Zone, the Shoddy of the Naughty, the Romo of the Homos, a DZ Hall of Famer if there ever was one, Kara Lutz.
Big ups.
Mm-hmm.
Did I flip
when we saw
her?
her last, she said that she's got a number of listeners in her stable now that she's helping.
Nice.
Did I flip her? I did. Will she flip back? She will. Did I buy her a new set of cans? I did.
Wow.
Will I demand one of them back when she leaves me for another busty broad? I will. Never punt, dual DZ and IJB subby household, Ty Webb.
That rules to have.
Great
so
dude.
you get this girl to flip back to hetero, and you're like, how about a welcoming gift? Now that you're back over
Welcome
here.
back.
How about some up top?
If he really did that, like, are there ever guys who they're the ones to bring it up? Because, you know, you'll have the lady will be like, oh, I'm thinking of this, and then you have to then contain your excitement and do the Larry David stuff and kind of like, all right, I don't know, yeah. I mean, you know. And she's like, do you think I should go this big? Well, I mean, you know,
Whatever you feel comfortable with.
But is there ever a way, what if you did give her a gift certificate for breast enhancement surgery? Would that be like giving her a treadmill or a diet plan?
Yeah, it's a great. It's sticky.
Because
you got to read
so
the
many
room.
women do say, yes, this is for me.
Confidence.
Actually, this makes me feel better. And it's like, you know what? I'm all for you feeling better.
Yeah.
Dear Mr. Dan.
I can't bust on the mop.
Dear Mr. Dan, please wish a happy birthday to two of my best friends, Christopher and Reedy. They both turned 37.
You got best friends?
Cute.
Their leaders are Jerry's Itty Bitty Ring of Honor Committee, Sarah Hepela's Hawk Tua Girl Kid Bop version Hop To It Girl, and the Nickelodeon crew talking about J.K. Dobbins' mom's favorite ice cream flavor that she went to get after she decided to keep
That's
the
incredible.
future star running back.
I think it was like Rocky Road.
From Day One DF Jordan. And dear Uncle Shooter in the Bearded Cooter, today is my therapist Kara's birthday. Okay. Her leaders are the hot chick from Pluribus and the horrible movies about young men being courted by old men. All right. So anyway, that's from HP. We already had, that's 2 for Kara. And we now slide into
Fairlease.org presents On This Day in History.
You know, we just had a Business Wednesday meeting with the Fairlease folks.
We did.
And, yeah, they're very happy. with the results so far, they say, again, they've had a good time advertising on the Dumb Zone. They're locking it down for another season, another year. Whew. And they said this year they're going to kind of lean into a little bit if you have a business, because they're looking over at Travis, and I guess a couple other people have reached out to them to check on their business vehicles. So like Travis with Community Mechanical, with ComMech, has, a fleet of vans that he was leasing from D&M. But because he heard about Fair Lease on the Dumb Zone, called them up, and it turns out their deal was so much better that they bought them out of their D&M lease, and now he has all his vehicles leased through fairlease.org.
There's money just sitting there for your business. It's unlimited mileage, I believe, is part of this. You got write-off situations they can help you with. Fairlease.org is the website. You click Request a Quote, then you select the Dumb Zone on the How Did You Hear About Us page that drops down right there. If you got business vehicles, you're paying too much for them. Do it through Fair Lease. Trust us. Trust Travis. It's fairlease.org.
So the date is Thursday, January 15th. On this day in 1892, the original rules of basketball were published for the first time by Dr. James Naismith, who was a gym teacher. On this day in 1978, the Cowboys defeat the Broncos 27-10 in Super Bowl 12, the first ever indoor Super Bowl. Next year, they would wear purses and dresses. That was at the Superdome in New Orleans. And Roger Staubach beats Craig Morton, who was his quarterback counterpart here in Dallas. In fact, was it 1 year or just one game? Tom Landry, who was, I think, the first coach to call plays from the sideline and then send them in. I don't know, maybe Paul Brown did that. The point is, Tom Landry would call play and send it in with the quarterback. So on the sideline would be, on the field would be Roger Staubach, and he's taking a snap, doing the play. Next play, Craig Morton runs in, and he plays quarterback because he had just talked through the play with Landry. Next play, Roger Staubach would run in.
It's insane.
It is insane, but it's interesting, too, to think, what if that kind of worked and that was the way things are done?
Spurrier did it in the 90s.
He did?
Late 80s, early 90s. I remember I used to watch.
If you kind of had the same type of player, why not?
And also, I remember from, youth football, because I was a receiver, I would run the play in. I remember, like, the quarterback, if you're going to give anybody a play, you'd rather give it to him, even if it's the other one. So you know what I mean? Like, that's the guy that's going to go run the play. Having the coach tell him the play and then go run it it just seems smooth. Not some idiot who can't remember the whole thing.
Yeah. Like you.
Like me. It's also how you become a quarterback despite not being able to throw.
On this day in the year 2000, the Jacksonville Jaguars beat the Miami Dolphins 62-7.
Boy.
Second largest margin in playoff history.
That was some cognitive dissonance for the ticket at the time. Hardline boys. Everyone who's taking Team Jimmy right around that time.
That was Jimmy's last game.
Loss in the playoffs did not.
Jimmy's last game ever coaching.
Yeah.
And on this day in the year 2009, Chelsea Sullenberger lands his airplane in the Hudson River after a flock of birds disabled both engines. Unfortunately, all 155 people on board survived. That's what it says here in the AP story.
Unfortunately.
Yeah.
Okay.
I still never finished. I didn't go hard on the rehearsal. I watched the first episode. Then
I'm not saying you must watch it.
I feel
it's
like
just wild. And then we have January 15th, this day in Dumb Zone history.
On this day in 2021, it's the only show we've done on January 15th. We spent the entire open because I think this is the day Jake explained to Dan that you and your wife split the bills.
Yeah. Still in play. Still in play.
What do you think happens when you get divorced, ultimately? You know that'll happen, so...
I think it'll be easier.
Will it be easier?
Yeah, I would think so.
Because you have separate accounts? And
yeah, and that's the thing is like...
And you just take the joint one and split that in half and be like, all right.
Yeah, and it's kind of like an operational account. You know, we both feed it every month, and then that's just where the money comes from. But if we get divorced, I should not get her retirement. She has one. I don't. She should get that. I didn't.
Yeah, but you built this together. That's how the dudes.
Yeah, but that's
how dudes end up losing all their money.
I know, but
or half their money.
The way I've always looked at it is like my wife has always had a lot more money than I have. She's got savings. I have debt, but she doesn't have a job she likes. So in my 20s, whenever I was making $25K and she was making $70, it's like I loved my job. I was doing what I wanted to do. So like it makes sense that I should have to pay for that, not her. She's the one who was going to a job that sucked, so she should get to have like the spoils of that. Now, if I get myself to a point where I'm today making decent money and liking my job, then she can go whenever. I don't. It's fine with me.
Dan, in trying to say he's the same. Why am I blanking on it? This says Dan and his wife have different comforters, so he's trying to relate to you. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, me and my wife have different blankets. You're not that weird.
I can't believe anyone shares a blanket.
It's definitely one of those things.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, I'd never heard of anybody who had their own until you. But like a lot of things, when you explained it, it's like, well, yeah, of course that's how it should be. But I've never heard of that in my life till you.
And I don't have a say over the blanket. It's whatever matches whatever she's got going on the bed.
Yeah, I don't have a say over anything. So like the idea that
I share it with my dog. He sleeps under there with me.
Under the covers?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Huh.
To each their own.
All you have to do is put a little peanut butter down there and the dog will stay under there. It's great.
Just keeps refilling. A little Rube Goldberg machine just feeds more peanut butter underneath every. Yeah, that's true. Those dogs do lick us. With your nasty ass.
Other birthdays today. Randy White is 73. Hey, wait. Randy White was the MVP of that Super Bowl. He won it on his birthday.
On my birthday.
With Harvey Martin. He was a co-MVP.
I think that was my mom's favorite Cowboy player.
Randy White?
Harvey Martin.
Oh, wow. Randy White would more fit. Like he's just this badass.
She might have babysitted Harvey Martin's kids or something.
Okay.
There was some story.
Mitch Garver, 35.
Thought he was going to be awesome.
Male prostitute.
I can't get. Thank you. I'm
Weren't
glad
you
there's
the guy
at least
who-
one other guy. Who,
I thought you used to always say that.
Oh yeah. I just didn't know. Similar to Karate Man. I'm not sure if my references are out of control anymore or not.
Armando Galarraga is 44.
Robbed?
He is the robbed. Got a perfect game robbed by a bad call. Says here former Ranger. Was he a Ranger?
Really?
Well, it really says it here. I don't know.
As a rookie.
Huh. Know that?
He was acquired as part of the Alfonso Soriano deal.
So good.
Like he was with Soriano, or like when they traded Soriano away?
When they sent Soriano to the Nationals, they got him.
For Brad Wilkerson. You can't. They can't all be Gabe Kapler, you know. Jeff Bannister is 62.
His daughter follows me on Twitter.
Is that pretty exciting for you?
Weren't y'all going to start a Bachelor podcast?
It was discussed.
Matt Holliday is 46. Debo Samuel is 30. You know, I didn't realize till I was watching that Hard Knocks that they ran Cliff.
Yeah, dude.
So Cliff's out there?
Yeah. Cliff. Mike McDaniel. who satisfied the Rooney Rule for 2 teams, much to his own surprise, I think.
Mike McDaniel?
Yes. I get it, but it's still funny.
I'd like to see him in Philly.
No.
Why?
Because he's good?
Yeah.
Well, that's what I mean. I think that would fit him.
Yeah, I'd like to see.
They'd probably take him back in San Francisco.
I'd like to. I mean, they rehired Saleh.
That was the dumbest thing ever. Thinking he might leave. What about the guy with Minnesota?
Which
Brian
one?
Flores.
Brian Flores. You think he'll be back there?
No, I think he'll be a head coach.
Oh. Drew Brees is 47. Bernard Hopkins is 60. Delino DeShields is 57.
Who's Bernard Hopkins?
Boxer.
Okay.
E-Hop.
Actor Chad Lowe is 58. He is Rob Lowe's brother, and he was Jesse in Life Goes On.
Huh.
That's right. He was Becca's boyfriend.
This is interesting. He kind of looks like a McPoyle version of Rob Lowe. Kind of milky.
Charo is 75.
Oh, gosh.
Mario Van Peebles is 69.
Are we still doing I can't believe this person's still alive?
Is that Charo?
It's gotta be.
Okay, let's give Charo that for
I feel like we've been doing her 75th birthday since I was an intern.
Actually, she is. Okay, the way we should do this is who do I go to search on Wikipedia to make sure they're alive, which I did with Charo today.
Okay.
That's I didn't do this.
Threshold
I didn't do it with Bernard Hopkins
Lowe.
Yeah, I was just like, let's just make sure because Blake will yell at me. Musician Adam Jones is 61. Says here he's with Tool.
I only know Maynard and
Pitbull.
What's that guy's name?
Mr. Worldwide.
He's their drummer.
Is 45. And Dumbzone birthday of the day, I guess maybe
Danny Carey. Damn it.
Do we need to start putting sports birthdays as a possible birthday of the day? Because I didn't feel good about today's.
Let's see.
I just gave it to the mom in Life Goes On, Andrea Martin. She knows Corky.
It's damn show.
Yeah.
Born on this day now dead, Martin Luther King and Ray Chapman, who was the only Major League Baseball on-field fatality. He played for the Cleveland Indians.
Broken heart?
He died on field of a broken heart. Because they said, 100 years from now, they're going to change the name to the Guardians.
Yeah, that is funny, but what is extra funny is that Ray Chapman at the time had a certain baseball cap, and if you were like, we're going to change it back 100 years later, he'd been like, well, what was it in between? And if you had showed him Chief Wahoo in 1920, he would have been like, fucking hell, that's racist. How did you guys ever get away with that?
So in 1920, they were woke?
I mean, they didn't have the Indian on the hat back then. So I think he would have been shocked.
Did they finish the game?
I hope so. I paid my ticket. Here's an oddity. So, born on this day is Ray Chapman. He's the only person ever to die in a Major League Baseball game. Dead on this day, Bill Masterson. You know that name?
Not.
He
right
is
now.
the only on ice NHL fatality.
Wow.
He did not have puck luck. He died on this day in 1968. I think for the Stars, right?
Yes.
The North Stars. And what does Bobby Phills get? What does Bill Masterson get?
Jersey retired.
Get a nice retired number. It's the key. If you're a spare, if you're not a good player,
yeah,
then you got to die.
But not in like an immoral way.
Man, Ray Chapman got hit in the head with a pitch. That's how he died?
I mean, what other?
Would you think he misplayed a little
heart attack, lightning strike?
He's
I don't
29.
know.
Line drive.
I don't
off
know.
the base.
Someone shot
There's
him.
a book about it called
Today,
Pitch That Killed.
infielder Ray Chapman was killed by a bunt. Somehow, yeah, of course.
Shout out Mike Sewell.
You've read a book about him, Clayton?
My professor in college wrote the book, and I read it to
Damn, dude. You remember that? I'm cursing too much. That
Scam?
grift, dude. You get into class.
No, I read
book
2 Ty Cobb
one on the
books
syllabus
by Charles Alexander, who's
Yeah.
my history of baseball professor, which I thought I took because it was a layup because I loved baseball and all that.
Hell, that guy took Ty Cobb seriously.
I know who Harvey Haddix is. You know, I'm going to do great at this. And he said everybody starts with a C. And if you get an A on a test, you'll get a C. But if you do extra,
maybe a B. God.
Yeah.
He hit me with
Guy
like the
loves
most
ball.
author lines. Like I was like, "Oh, hey, I read your book, Professor Sewell." It's like, "Oh, you're the one."
Oh, yeah.
love it,
Chapman
love it. Also died on this day, Dan Haggerty. Now
From Life Goes On.
He was on some show. What was it? Grizzly Adams, I believe it was called. I don't know much about him, but what I do know is he was also, I think, an ordained minister, as some people are.
Sure.
And he was the one who performed the ceremony, took the vows for Richard Hunter.
Yeah.
Big Dick Hunter from the P1 Wild Ass Circus. And Hamburger, his lovely wife.
And that's what
Logan Wilson's
happened
kid.
on this day in history.
We took hamburger to death.
Little love for our Game Day Men's Health studio as we end the show as well. Just not for the studio. I mean, love for the studio, but how about Game Day Men's Health?
Hey, it's like I was thinking about this morning. Blake will relate to this. You're not a pre-workout guy, Dan, but take a little pre-workout before you go work out, really get you going. You're like, all right, now I'm doing it. Tea from Game, it's like being that all the time.
You're always on the pre-workout?
It's like you never feel like I don't want to do that. So that's my selling point for you. Stop feeling like your ass is whipped.
GameDay.dumbzone.com.
Also, might make it a little easier for you to pound some limited time offerings from Whataburger and work them off. We tie this whole thing together.
Oh, I thought you were talking about might be a good time to go pound some.
You could do that
some
too.
pee, bro.
Oh yeah,
because they can help you with the wiener.
Make the chicks cream. Know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
50 style.
I'd rather make them scream. Anyway, guys, tomorrow we have we're gonna go to old Dub's house, right?
Mm-hmm.
Don't burn down before then.
Oh.
Well, I think Wire Will burns his house down every year, and every year we go.
It comes back more lush.
Yeah, we go and celebrate that fact.
Dedicate it
at his place. So I think that's the Friday program. So
is the button broken?
Adios,
what do we?
We gotta go before this becomes a zoo.
Thank you for watching my video. Subscribe and type for my name if you want to watch more of my videos.
Yeah. He's a run the ball guy. He likes it real simple. Fuck your new age thinking. The play don't need a wrinkle. Belly left, belly right. Blue 22 hut. He don't fuck with your reality. He takes it up the gut. What's his name, bitch? Mr. Blake Jones. He's getting 4 yards running off the tackle through the zone. Who's the run the ball guy? Mr. Blake Jones. He's getting 4 yards running off the tackle through the zone. Formation, hit the line with penetration. Game plan from the 50s for every situation. Oh, you got some new idea, 5 wide in the gun. Fuck that shit, he's establishing the run. 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 The handoff.